wrestling team and our senior managers for the wrestling. First, we have Tyson Bordenero, son of Tom and Tammy Bordenero. Abraham Dirks, son of Dan Dirks and Nora Dirks. Jackson Kuhlman, son of Brian and Christy Kuhlman. Camden Robinson, son of Joe and Heather Robinson and Haley Harris. Cade Shable, son of Steve and Ashley Shable. Carter Vanami, son of Jason and Stacy Vanami. Our senior managers, Haley Berg, son of Bob and Brenda Berg. Chloe Gallegos, daughter of Ryan and Mary Gallegos. Couple words from Coach Nago. Seniors, thank you for all you have done for our program. In the future that is unsure, please remember the lessons that wrestling has taught you. Be prepared, step on the line, shake hands, and give it your best effort. No matter the outcome, you fight to the end. And in the end, if everything worked out, you will get your hand raised. If not, you tighten up your laces and you go another round. Best of luck, and once again, thank you from the coaches and your teammates. Go Tigers.
You're on, Dad.
All right, welcome to the Carroll Tiger Vision webcast of a full night of wrestling featuring the Audubon Wheelers, Coon Rapids Baird Crusaders, Kuemper Knights, East Sac Raiders, and the Carroll Tigers. There'll be 2 matches used with each team wrestling 4 duels tonight. Our Tiger Vision crew will be using a split screen webcast, so action on both mats will be seen on your screen. I'm Brian Hogue, former Tiger wrestling coach, and I will be doing commentary on the Tiger matches and some of the other ones. My boss in the tech department, Coach Craig Roetter, will be providing commentary on both mats, and my daughter Brenda will be keeping us informed about which wrestlers are on the mat and the team scoring. We'll be giving you some information on each team and each wrestler as we go. Please keep in mind that our information is coming from track wrestling and is only as accurate as what was entered. The individual records we have are varsity records only. There could be a slight delay on getting wrestlers' names due to waiting for track to update. Hopefully the correct names will be entered by the statisticians for each mat. It can be difficult to identify who reports for what weight because coaches are able to move wrestlers up a weight due to possible forfeits and strategy moves. We hope to be able to update information as we go, but might not be able to if the matches go quickly. There may be some short breaks between rounds due to the 45-minute required time between individual matches. There'll be some bonus JV matches during those times, and we hope to show you those too. Unfortunately, some of the duels tonight may be forfeit-filled, as the teams have struggled to fill all the weight classes. Kuemper and East Sac have had most weights filled in their duels, while Carroll has been short at 2 or 3 weights lately due to numbers and injuries. Audubon comes into tonight's action with a 2-6 duel record, and Coon Rapids Baird is 0-10. These records reflect the problem of having to forfeit a number of weight classes due to lack of numbers. Both teams have some quality wrestlers, but simply don't have enough to fill the weights. Okay, as I was saying, Audubon comes in tonight at 2-6. They were only able to weigh in 7 guys tonight, and Coon Rapids Baird is 0-10. They only have 4 that weighed in. They're getting ready to go here. ESAC comes in at 3-2 in duels. Kuemper's 3-6 with a relatively young team, and the Tigers are 6-5. It looks like we're going to get ready to roll here. It's going to go extremely quickly on mat number 2 with Kuemper and Ottoman, and it's going to go very even quicker with Coon Rapids Baird and East Sac on
mat number 1.
All right, we're ready to go on the north mat. The home team will be Coon Rapids Baird.
Well, anyway, the mat numbers got switched, so we got to figure out who's on what mat.
106 pounds. North mat, Coon Rapids Baird and East Sac. South mat will be Kuemper and
Yes, on Tiger
Audubon.
Vision. This is
All right, at 106, I'm assuming this is Riley Parkus for Kuemper. He's taking a forfeit.
On the south mat, Kuemper will be the home team. Audubon will be the visitors.
And it looks like Grace Hoffman will be coming out at 113. She will also be taking a forfeit from Audubon.
the wrong matchup.
We're trying to figure out here. There is a match coming up. I don't know what weight class this is. All right, it looks like we're at 120 between Kuemper and Audubon. I don't have names of either wrestler.
It's Jake Hosman from Kuemper and Zeke Conkler from Audubon.
Okay, so we got Hossman and Conkler. Conkler in deep on the legs for Audubon, and he just picked up a takedown over Jake Hossman from Kuemper. Now he releases him. It's 2-1.
And we do have East Sac County versus Coon Rapids on mat 1 on your Tiger Vision screen with Braden Burns from East Sac and Toby Benninger from Coon Rapids Baird.
Okay, both guys in a tie over here. Trying to snap the head, get an opening, get inside ties. Again, this is Jake Hossman and Zeke Conkler at 120. There's a takedown for Hossman from Kuemper. He leads now 3-2. About 40 seconds left in the period. There's an escape to tie it up at 3-3. Oh, another takedown there for Jake Hossman from Kuemper. I think he'd probably want to ride him out for the last 25 seconds of the period. He's trying to chop the arm, trying to do a little bit of a spiral ride there. He locked his hands. They're going to blow the whistle here and award Conkler a point. Unless he scores here, then it'll be 2 points. So we got a penalty for locking hands and 1 point for the escape. So that ties the match at 5 at the end of period 1.
And at the end of period 1 on the East Sac County Coon Rapids mat, we're at 2-2, going into the second period at 1:06.
Okay, again, it was Jake Hausman's choice. He deferred. Zeke Conkler from Audubon took down. Okay, so it looks like Hausman's going to intentionally let Conkler up. That's a 1-point escape. Score now 6-5, favoring Conkler from Audubon.
And we have a pin on mat number 1.
Okay, Hausman's got the takedown and a fall. That was a quick takedown right to the back, and he's got a pin. I don't have the pin time because I cannot see the scoreboard, but that's 6 points.
It was in 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
Okay, so that's 6 more points for Kuemper, puts him up 18-0. Now we got to see what's going on at 126. I don't believe either team weighed in anybody at 126. So we'll see what's going on. So 126 was a double forfeit, so there were no points there. Score remains 18 for Kuemper and 0 for Audubon. Now it looks like we're bringing somebody in at 132. And he raised his hand. Kuemper does not have a 132-pounder today. So it looks like Derek Combs, sophomore, took the forfeit. So there's 6 points at 132, so the score is 18-6. Then that probably was John Bass for
Yes.
Kuemper. So he just took a forfeit. That's 24-6. And that was 138. So now we see at 145. Okay. This should be the match of the day here for these, or the match of the match, because Shea Parkus, he's ranked number 4 in Class 2A at this weight, and Carter Andreessen he's a junior from Audubon. He's 3-0 on the year, just getting back into the lineup, and both guys undefeated on the season. Andreessen in on a leg.
And on mat number,
Both guys are juniors.
sorry about that. On mat number 1 with East Sac at 126, we have Charlie Velt and Alex Duran from Coon Rapids Baird.
Okay, so like I said, we've got two really high-quality wrestlers going at it over here with Audubon's Andreessen and Kuemper's Shea Parkus. So I look for, on the next rankings, I look for Andreessen to climb into the 1A rankings. And as I said, Parkus is ranked 4th in Class 2A by the predicament. Parkus in on a leg and fended off there by Andreessen.
And on mat number 1, Charlie Velt just got a fall in roughly 1 minute and 20 seconds at 126.
Okay, we got about 35 seconds left in the first period with no score over here between Parkus and Andreessen. There's a little shot, driving all the way through by Andreessen. He didn't get it though. He only controlled one leg on the way out. Good counter there by Shea Parkus from Kuemper. Both guys tied up tight. Period running out now. Under 10 seconds. There's a shot, but a whizzer by Andreessen. Parkus trying to lift it up, score right at the end of the period. He doesn't have it yet, and time was out.
Points.
I think Parkus landed on his knees out of bounds before he got his toes out, or toes down too. So.
And Tate Lahr from East County just received a forfeit at 138 on mat number 1.
Okay, Parkus is taken down to start the second period. Okay, we got a caution there on top.
At 1. Oh. Sorry, not able to keep up with the forfeits on mat number 1. The team score currently is showing East County 42, Coon Rapids Beard 0. And seeing
Parkus hit a stand-up, countered. There's a Granby roll. Andreessen did the smart thing and just went with it.
at 160, it looks like there's going to be another forfeit with Chandler Quirk from East County receiving the points.
Okay, we got a cradle going here by Andreessen. He doesn't quite have it locked up. Parkus getting out of it. Andreessen looks like he wants to throw the legs. There's an escape. First points of the match. 1-0 for Shea Parkus from Kuemper.
Okay, I think we're going to have a match here at 182 on mat number 1. Just double checking who is going to be out on the mat.
We've had quite a bit of action here, just nobody getting in deep enough to get a takedown. Referee telling him to get going. Okay, we're down to about 40 seconds left in the second period. There's a little shot and a sprawl by Andreessen.
And on mat 1, we have Luke Wright from East County and Cale Pivastor from Coon Rapids Baird. And we're at 195.
There's a good sweep single by Parkus. He's in on the leg deep. Andreessen trying to keep the whizzer in, and he lost it. There's a takedown for Shea Parkus.
And
he leads now 3-0.
And we have a fall on mat number 1 at 195. Cale Pivastor over Luke Wright in about 32 seconds. Making the team score should be 66-6, but I'm waiting for it to update.
Okay, we got Parkus with legs or crossbody right in, trying to far side power half. Rode out the period. I'm assuming Carter Andreessen's going to take down, which he just did. Score again, 3-0 for Shea Parkus.
And we do have a match at 220 on mat 1. Ryan Zimmerman, East County. Aaron McAllister, Coon Rapids Baird. Team score is currently 66 East County, Coon Rapids Baird 6. And I do know the team score is also showing on Tiger Vision, but we watched ESPN Plus the other day and they weren't showing the team score, so I feel the need to mention it randomly.
All right, so we got a one-on-one ride. Parkus has
All right, we had
the wrist buried.
And we had a quick pen over on mat 1, Coon Rapids Baird in 21 seconds, making the team score 66-12.
Parkus trying to dump Andreessen to his hip or stretch him out good, one or the other. He's still got the arm covered, but he's been riding parallel for quite a while. So you'd think there might be a warning here. Now he's out to the side. Smart move. He's back hooking the leg, trying to elevate it. keeping a lot of weight, a lot of pressure on that left hip. There's a tripod by Andreessen. Parkus hanging on.
And Justin.
Oh, and a lift and a takedown to the mat. Excellent move.
And Justin Rupp now received a forfeit from East Sac County at 285, and that is the end of the duel on mat number 1, with the final team score of Coon Rapids 12, East Sac County 72.
Okay, so we got a nice ride here going by Parkus. He probably hasn't been out to the side as much as he'd like, but you know, you don't want to take a lot of chances with just a 3-0 lead. And he does have that leg elevated, which makes life tough when you're down the bottom on in that situation. Parkus with a little claw riding a tight waist. Period running down. And it looks like it's going to be a 3-0 win here unless something happens in the last couple seconds for Shea Parkus to remain unbeaten. Now we have him as a 14-0 varsity record. And Carter Andreessen drops his first match of the year. You say this is an excellent match between two really, really good kids. Great match.
Should be. Yeah.
All right, we're going into 152 with the score Kuemper 27, Audubon 6. And we got to wait and see what's going to happen at 152. Audubon did not weigh anybody in at 152. So we'll have to see who comes out. It looks like it'll probably be Hayden Stout for Kuemper. And we'll see if that's who it was. At 160, I'm just as a guess, since I don't know these guys, I think this is Bryce Wiskus for Kuemper. We don't have the names yet. They're not popping up on the computer. The score is 33-6. And Audubon did weigh in somebody at 160, I believe, Lane Barber. So I don't know what they're doing because they are at 160. Okay, so Ottoman forfeited 160, I think, to Bryce Wiskus from Kuemper. So now we're going to 170 with the score 39-6 for Kuemper.
Okay, based on track wrestling, they are showing that 152 was no wrestler for either school, and at 160, Nolan Simmons received a forfeit over Audubon, is what track is showing. So that's what I'm going with.
Well, but the score did bump up to 39 somehow. So I guess we'll have to, now it's 45.
They have Jagger Lucci receiving a forfeit at 170.
Okay, so Audubon forfeited a weight where they weighed somebody in, I believe. Now we're at 182. With the score, they have 45-6, which if 152 was not a match. Like I said, this is going to be really difficult without knowing the wrestlers and as many forfeits as there are and moving around. But we are at 182.
And it is Will Healy from Kuemper and Javen Blatt from Audubon.
Javen Blatt from Audubon.
And the team score, according to track, is 39 Kuemper and 6 Audubon.
Okay, that's according to track?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's Blatt. He's one of Audubon's better wrestlers. He's already got 2 duck unders, and he's going to ride now. This is Javin Blatt. We have him with a 5-1 varsity record. And now he's got Healy on his back. They just got to keep their knees in. Got a good chance here to get the fall if he can keep his knees in. And they're off the mat with a 3-point near fall, making the score now 7-1 for Blatt from Audubon. Again, I think Javin Blatt is a senior. Will Healy from Kuemper is a sophomore. Blatt's Another guy that could probably crack into the rankings here with a 5-1 record. He's got a deep half. He needs to adjust his chest a little bit, but now he's got Healy on his back, and there's the pin. In the first period, in about 1 minute and 15 seconds or thereabouts. So there's 6 more points for Audubon. So we have Audubon now with 12, and our scoreboard says 45. I'm not 100% sure what track says for the score. Okay, so we're going to 195.
Connor Hayes, Cooper Nielsen.
And we have Connor Hayes from Kuemper and Cooper Nielsen from Audubon.
39 to 12.
The score on track is 39 to 12. Our scoreboard says 45, but could have been 6 points because I somehow think that there was a forfeit in there at 152 that didn't get entered correctly. So that would explain the other 6 points. All right, so we got Connor Hayes now from Kuemper, and Hayes is a sophomore with a 3-3 varsity record. And we got Cooper Nielsen in on the leg now. Nielsen, a sophomore with a 10-5 record. Nielsen leading 2-0. Good mat return by Nielsen. Nielsen's got a little bit of a tight waist. Now he's got the arm. Going for the head lever, didn't get it. He's going to try to tie the wrist underneath probably, or go back. He's going back to that head lever, bar arm head lever. He's going to set it over his head and walk the head. Now he's got the half sunk in deep, near side half, and this is tough to get out of. You got to give Hayes a little credit. He's fighting it right here. Nielsen's chest isn't quite up where he wanted it, but I think Hayes might have rolled into that. 1 minute 13. There's a pin for Cooper Nielsen from Audubon. That gives them 18. So it's, I think, 45, because I'm pretty sure there was a forfeit in there someplace that just didn't get entered. So that was 195. Now we're sliding into 220, where Audubon did weigh in a wrestler. And let's see if this is from Kuemper, if it's Aiden Steger, or because he's the only one that weighed in that heavy. Oh, well, how could I have forgot him?
I don't know.
So I forgot Cal Weiniger. I don't know how I could have forgot him. I've been watching him wrestle for a couple of years. Weiniger with a takedown right away on Foreign from Audubon. Foreign, a junior. Weiniger also a junior. Weiniger comes in with a 12-1 varsity record, got a deep half and a wrist. He's going to get to the side and try to run that. Foreign getting his leg out, and now he stacked him out of it. Foreign trying to get over the top. I was just going to say, Weiniger Jr. came in with a 12-1 record, just scored a 36-second pin, and he's now 13-1, and he is ranked 10th in Class 2A by the predicament. So that ends the 2 matches right off the top. We have 51-18. We do have a heavyweight coming out here for Kuemper. And we got to see who it is. He's going to pick up a forfeit, because Ottoman does not have a heavyweight. So we'll see who just took the forfeit. Kuemper did not have anybody listed there, but they do have somebody at 220. So at any rate, we're just going to take a stab here at it. It says 57-18. They did not enter that forfeit. That might have been, I'm going to just say that might have been Carter Pudens from Kuemper taking that forfeit. Okay, so it did come up. And what do we have for official final score here? Okay, so it's either 51 or 57 for Kuemper and 18 for the Ottoman Wheelers. All right, so right now we're going to go into. Got the mat numbers turned around on here compared to what we have there on our sheet. So now we're going to roll into, as soon as we possibly can by time, we got to have that 45-minute thing going on, and this whole thing only took 22 minutes. So we're going to have to sit and wait a little bit, so there may be some JV matches in here. But we are going to be rolling into Kuemper versus East Sac and Carroll versus Coon Rapids Baird. Okay, so we're going to crank things up, they said, at 5:30.
Our next duels on the south mat will be Carroll and Coon Rapids Baird. And on the north mat will be Kuemper and East Sac. So north mat, Kuemper, East Sac, south mat, Carroll, Coon Rapids Baird. Start at 5:30.
We got 5 minutes. Craig was gonna have him go to commercial.
Okay.
What? Oh, it's still live.
I think we're going to take a quick commercial break here. We've got 5 or 6 minutes before we can start anything. So if we do take a break, we'll be back right around 5:30.
So it's Carroll versus who? And who's on the other mat?
The Tiger Vision Control Room is a multimedia production room designed by 2020 graduate Owen Perrin. Here, Tiger Vision students have the opportunity to work in a professional media environment. Students control the video board in the gym, conduct live video streaming, mix audio, and create graphics. The control room is an indispensable tool that gives students and the community an edge over the competition.
Have you donated to the Carroll High School Foundation yet? It's Carroll Community School District's Academic Booster Club. This foundation provides financial resources to benefit students and staff of the Carroll Community School District to enhance and inspire educational experiences and opportunities through community assistance from grades preschool through high school. If you want to donate, go to their website, which is linked to our district webpage, or find them on Facebook at Carroll High School Foundation. Do you know a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all three of these athletes, because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join the Booster Club.
So we're back live now because the camera's going around. Camera's on. Hey, we're looking at the gym. Well, we're pretty sure we're back live because we have a shot of the gym and the crowd. We're allowing family members in, so most of what you see out there are immediate family members. Normally speaking, this place would be fairly crowded with Carroll and Kuemper wrestling. East Sac always has a good following, and so we should have had a lot of bodies in here for this.
Where do you want me to find you?
Same thing you had.
Okay.
You're going to do this mat until that's over.
Okay.
There's only 4 mats. All right, so we got them out there in the circle. We're assuming they're going to start at 106 as they did before. So we got Coon Rapids Baird going against Carroll
Yeah, you just
on
want
the 1 mat.
Okay.
And then we'll jump on the other one after.
So we're probably looking, if we're starting at 106, no, we're starting at 113.
Stuff will pop up or
All right.
sometimes you have to refresh.
Yeah, we were told that we were starting everything at 106, but evidently we are bumping up to 113.
All right, we're ready to go with our second round.
So we're starting at 113.
The visiting team will be East Sac County in red. Home team will be Kuemper in green. That's on mat 2, the north mat. On the south mat, Coon Rapids Baird will be visitors. Here will be
Do
home.
I have to wear this?
On the south mat.
Okay. What? Ooh, that headset.
All right, we're doing some musical chairs here in the announcing booth. Craig Roetter's here to do some commentary. So now I'm assuming this is 113. So this should be, I'm guessing, Cale Nelson?
No, Cole Miller.
Or this is Cole Miller.
Carroll.
Oh yeah, Cale didn't weigh in, did he? One of them didn't weigh in. Okay, so Carroll took a forfeit there at 113, so there's 6 points.
It's Chase Burnett here, freshman for Carroll.
All right, Chase Burnett is going to take a forfeit at 120. At 126, there should be a match. And Carroll's sending out Tate Schleisman.
Schleisman. Yep.
Yeah, Tate Schleisman.
Freshman, 4 and 1 on the year.
And Coon Rapids Baird. This almost has to be Alex Duran.
And on mat number 1, we have Kuemper Catholic versus East Sac County. Garrett Ortner from East Sac and Grace Hoffman from Kuemper Catholic at 113.
Are we correct with our wrestlers over here?
Tate Schleisman
Duran
and
in
Alex
deep
Duran.
on Schleisman. There's a double leg takedown. Duran's a senior. We have him with a 5-7 varsity record. Good mat return by Duran. Putting a ton of pressure. He's going to try to dump Schleisman to his back. Tate Schleisman, freshman, 4-1 varsity record. Debuted just before break in the Tiger Night. Did a really good job for the Tigers. But he's wrestling a senior here, is much more experienced. Got Schleisman in his back. This is pretty tight. Schleisman's rolling out of it though.
Yep. Nice job not giving up there on Tate.
Well, that was torture, and he got out of that one. Rolled out, not only rolled out, but got the point. Score 5-1 now.
And in the first period on mat number 1.
Schleisman in deep, didn't get it.
No, didn't quite finish on that.
There's a double shot by Duran. Got his head caught underneath. Now it's out to the side. Now he's got to bring his hips underneath him, which he just did, and then to try a little dump. Schleisman hanging on, doing a good job, sprawling. He's trying to get his hips away.
And we did have a fall on mat number 1 in 1:40, and they deleted my name, so I apologize. I do not know the East Sac County kid's name. They deleted it before because you were talking.
Neither wrestler getting almost a stalemate here, but I think they're going to 10 seconds, so just let it right out. And
I'm pretty sure the score should be 5-1 over there.
Schleisman had an escape. I don't know what. Yeah, it should be 5-1.
Mat number 1, we have Charlie Veld of East Sac County and Jake Hosman of Kuemper Catholic at 120.
He's trying to come out the back door there, but Tate, if he can get that cross face, you got to throw that cross face and try to get across. But
You got to keep that sprawl, keep the pressure on his head, and then you see Duran cutting his head to the side. Schleisman's just not giving it up. Now he's dumping Duran, and he scores the takedown. Now 5-3, I'm surprised nobody's noticed that. All coaches are signaling the bench that it is 5-3.
Coach Dan Drake hasn't figured out he's coming across.
Yeah, there had to be an escape in there someplace because there was a takedown back points and they were on their feet to end the period. So, Schleisman trying to work a half. Duran just, yeah, he's hanging on to the wrist to prevent the half. Schleisman going back to half the near side now. Didn't quite get it. They go off the mat. I don't think there's going to be any points there.
And East Sac County has Kuemper Catholic on their back, getting some back points on mat number 1. Looks like it's going to be a 3-point near fall for Charlie Vet.
Now they're discussing to get 5-3.
Yeah,
the officials.
Well, it had to be 5-3.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, it had to be 5-3. You got a pin going down
I
here.
see that. In 1:37, Charlie V over Jake Hausman of Kuemper with a fall, making the team score
Schleisman on top.
Trailing by 2.
12-0.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's been a real surprise in the room. I was talking to the coaches the other day, and they said he's got really sharp bones. Said anybody who wrestles with him just suffers because he's so bony.
We'll see if he breaks out the crossface, and this should help.
You just can't get that half because Duran's hanging on to that wrist, preventing that. Now he's got it in. Now he's got it. If he sinks it chest to chest, he's got a really good chance here. There's enough time. You got to stretch that arm out. Work his chest. They're going to run out of time, I think. But he pulls out a 3-point near fall. Great move right at the end of the period. If he'd have had more time, that probably would have gone.
So Schleisman will take a 1-point advantage going to the final period. Chooses down.
And there's been a couple forfeits over on mat 1. I know right now they're just showing the Carroll match, so we'll see what's going on with the Kuemper and East Sac County match here in a second. There, it's back.
Schleisman moving. He's got to avoid going to his back. There's a good stand-up and a sprawl. This is where he wants to be.
And we have Tate Lahr from East Sac County
He got a chance to cut the corner here. Oh, hands up on his hip.
and John Bass of Kuemper.
Crossface.
Yeah, he's walking into things just a little bit early. Doesn't quite, oh, there's a locked hands. So this is going to be a point for Schleisman, and if he goes to his back, they'll just blow the whistle. So there's a 1-point penalty. Give Schleisman a 7-5 lead. Schleisman's got to, when he gets out there, he's got to complete that sprawl and not walk back into anything. Duran's comfortable in there when he's got both legs.
Yeah.
Keeps standing up. He's got his, almost got his hands locked again.
Yeah.
There he's up. All right, good positioning here. Schleisman keeps good position. He's got a chance to take this match.
Stay off his hip.
Yeah, he's got to dig those legs back out of there and complete that sprawl. He's a little bit, he just hasn't got to the point, needs to get his chest down to the guy's neck is where he needs to go.
Get the weight on him.
Yeah. And he's given Duran the opportunity to keep pulling those legs in. Now he's got to dump him to his hip. That was a nice move.
Tate has some strength to him. He can do that little dump move.
I mean, he can sit there for the rest of the match, but you really don't want to do it. Now he's trying to spin. He's got Duran to his hip. And now he's behind. Now, takedown, 10-5. Schleisman's going to pull this out and go to 5-1. Period's almost over. We're down to 10 seconds almost. This is going to be a pleasant surprise for the Tigers here.
Nice job by Tate Schleisman.
Now we're going to have some forfeits. Is that Regaler?
This is Ludwig.
That's Ludwig.
Yep.
Yeah, 132.
Yes.
Okay, so Cooper Ludwig, freshman, just took a forfeit at 132. Coon Rapids Baird does not have anybody else weighed in until 195.
This is Carter Drake.
So Carter Drake is taking a forfeit at 138. We'll see who comes out for the forfeit at 145.
Jaira.
It's going to be Jairo Gallegos picking up the forfeit there. I'm kind of thinking that this one might be Thaddeus Dirks.
Yes, you're right. Oh, no, Abe Dirks, Abraham Dirks are on out for the 52.
Oh, well, what happened? Did we miss 45?
No, it looks like Thaddeus. Jaira came out at 45, and it looks like Thaddeus is going to take
Okay.
60. No, that's Nate Byron.
Well, somewhere along the line we lost a weight.
No, Jaira's 45, Dirks is 52, Byron 60.
Byron with the 60.
Yep. So then we got Camden Robinson here. That must have bumped up to 70.
Yeah, Camden, they were going to run him up to 70.
On mat number 1, we're in the second period of the match at 138. East Sac County's up 3-2.
Double forfeit at 82.
Well, right now, we're pretty sure that the score is Carroll 51 and Coon Rapids Baird 0 going into
182.
195.
Oh, wait.
195.
Cade Shable for the Tigers.
Cade Shable, senior for the Tigers. And Cale Peevesdorf for Coon Rapids, the Crusaders. Peevesdorf's coming in with a 9-3 varsity record. I don't know what happened to versus Kuemper, but coming in he was 9-3. senior. He's been around the block a few times, Peasdorf has.
Going into the third period on mat number 1, we have East Sac County Tate Lauer up 5-2 over John Basa Kuemper with a takedown at the end of period 2. And it looks like they're decided to start on their feet going into the third period.
A long shot by Peavsdorf, countered by Schabel. Little snag there. Oh, and unfortunately there, Schabel fell to his back. I think he's going to get the too near fall. Yeah.
Schabel almost had him ring back with the side roll, but.
Yeah, 4-0 now on a takedown and 2-point near fall by Hale Peavsdorf from.
Peavsdorf.
Huh?
Peavsdorf.
But anyway, it's 4-0. Schabel on the bottom.
Yes.
Peavsdorf riding. A little high. Schabel with the stand up. Solid mat return there. Peavsdorf tying up the wrist. Getting out real high, trying to get Schabel to his hips. Got a one-on-one on both wrists. Now he lost the far wrist.
Stalling warning on East Sac County on mat number 1. Under a minute left in the match. Up 5-2. Team score 24. East Sac County 0 Kuemper.
Okay, Peavsdorf's going for a cradle. That's not. I don't think that's going to go. Schabel stretching out, countering it. And that, folks, was what we used to call a suicide cradle. If you get it, you're good, and if you lose it, you're done.
Witnessed one of those in a junior high match not too long ago.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times. Okay, so Schabel starts second, or end of the first period now. And we'll flip to see who defers. I guess we don't have to flip, we already know.
It was some
and it was Red's choice, and he took neutral. It wasn't a defer.
It was some narrow fall points at the end of the match. Lair over base 10-2, going into 145.
So we're neutral, score 4-0 for Peavsdorf from Coon Rapids Bayard.
The front headlock in on Schabel is pretty tight, but he just put himself to his goal. Schabel can keep that.
He slipped over the top, didn't he?
Yeah, but his hips are
headlock
still.
Didn't get rolled through.
Yeah, Schabel almost found himself in the chest to chest. But Peavsdorf kept his hips moving, kept him off his back.
Okay, Schabel wants to go neutral. So it was an intentional release. Cade's done a good job on his feet.
At 145 over on mat 1, we have.
Get the offense going. He gets stronger as the match goes, so we get this into the third.
Yeah, conditioning's never been a problem for him. But he does have to get it. Oh, there's a shot, but it's a long shot. Schabel with a sprawl. Schabel needs to jam the head. Now he's worked to the side into a single, and he's going to dump. He's going to dump Peavsdorf. Goes right to the wrist.
Nice counter. Schabel's going to let him up.
Going to cut him again. Yeah, Peavsdorf just hasn't been able to get past Schabel's hand attack. That was not a great shot. But he's cutting the corner hard. He's got to roll all the way through it. Peavsdorf.
On mat number 1, we had a fall. Shea Parkus in under a minute over East Sac County.
So we're 7-4. In favor of Cale Peavsdorf from Coon Rapids Bayard. Peavsdorf going for that cradle again. Time's almost out in the period. Okay, Shable wants to take neutral. Yeah, he just can't make a poor shot. That last one was more of a dive than anything else, and
You gotta hold on for dear life.
yeah, it kind of looked like the shot Piesdorf had made 2 of those like that. There's not deep enough. He's gonna have to really move to get this. Now he's behind him. Just like a heel trip back to the mat for a takedown.
Shable's done a nice job getting out of that front headlock. Piesdorf likes to go to that headlock. And Shable's been able to duck out of that and get his own offense after that.
Yeah, he's done a fine job getting his hips underneath him. Shable has. There's Shable in on the leg. Couldn't quite finish it, but he's back at it. Piesdorf countering with a whizzer. Shable trying to limp arm out of it. Now they have the score 9-6 for Piesdorf. Yeah, I thought it was 8.
Maybe they missed a...
Well, it was 7, and then Shable let him go. So I don't really know what the deal is here.
Yeah, I think at least it was 8-6.
Shable's got to get on his offense. Shable's in on the leg, but Piesdorf's got to be able to spin behind. Yeah, you just can't afford. I mean, he had to go for something, but you can't afford to take a shot like that.
So now we'll have to get some kind of a wing and a roll or a reach over the top and go for broke.
Yeah, Piesdorf came in, like you said, at 9-3, and he's a senior. Been wrestling a long time. Shable has kind of been the poster boy for wrestling every stud at the weight class the last 2 weeks. So it's one of those things. Now we're going to 220.
Yep, should be Tyson Bordnero for Carroll. Tyson's 4-7 on the year at 220, senior.
And this should be Aaron McAllister, who is undefeated on the season. Senior, 6-0 coming into tonight. Again, here's another wrestler that I look to be popping into the rankings in 1A.
Mat number 1, there's some blood time at weight 152 with Carter Shed, East Sac County, Hayden Stout, Kuemper Catholic. Stout is up 2-0 in the first period.
Both guys pushing and shoving in pretty tight. Well, McAllister wants to get that double underhook and go from there. He's underneath both. He's trying for a body lock. Bordnero sprawling out of it. McAllister, it looks like, likes that double underhook and going for the throw. Well, there's a double shot. Now he's in. Gonna take Bordnero down with a trip. 2-0 for McAllister from.
I'm not sure what McAllister doesn't look like as big as the 220. I'm not sure what he weighed in at today.
Now he's got a little bit of height. Okay. We got Tyson Bordnero down again. Looks like McAllister's going to let. Oh, we thought we were going to let him go. Bordnero into a sit out, fighting the head. Should score here. Yeah. Oh, really close. Just didn't get his head far enough out to get the escape.
Start of the second period, still 2-0 Stout over Shed. Team score is East Sac County 28, Kuemper 6, and there's takedown by
Pick those hands
Stout.
and get the hips away. It's like there's a one.
There it is. I think McAllister feels real comfortable on his feet. Bordnero's done a good job this year on his feet too, so Bowser trying to fight that arm down.
Got him out of it.
Excellent balancing act there by Bordenero to stay out of trouble. McAllister going for the body lock again with the double underhook. And we're going into the second period, right? With the score 2-1.
Yep.
No, yeah.
Yep.
So we just deferred. And McAllister's taking neutral.
Stout. Oh, wrong whistle. Stout has shot on his back, and there's the whistle for the fall at 1:52 in 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the second period.
Oh, front headlock into an underhook. Now, and there's a throw. Lateral drop. McAllister looking for that. Bordenero on his back. McAllister wants to edge up, get a little weight on that near shoulder. Oh, solid bridge, but there's a lot of room here for McAllister to work. Bordenero's got that right shoulder up.
Yeah, McAllister's gonna have to pull him back, and otherwise they're gonna be sitting there like that for a while.
Yeah, Bordenero edging his way, get off the mat, and he's out of the pinning combination, but he gave up a 3-point near fall in addition to that takedown. So we have the score now 7-1 in favor of McAllister from Coon Rapids Bayard.
And on mat number 1, we have Chandler Quirk of East Sac County and Nolan Simmons from Kuemper Catholic at 160.
Looks like maybe got a little blood here on McAllister. Alright, didn't take long. He's got a cotton swab shoved back up the nose, and we're ready to go back at 220. Bordenero trailing 7-1. Trailing Aaron McAllister, Coon Rapids Bayard.
You did that.
McAllister right to the ankle.
Yeah, he's got a little claw ride there.
Bordenero out with the escape.
Yeah, I think McAllister feels a lot more comfortable on his feet than riding.
Yep.
And he's already had that nice throw and another takedown on top of it. Bordenero doing a good, solid job blocking off with the underhook now with his left arm. Looks like he's trying to slide to the side. Bordenero is. Probably wants to pick that right leg up, but McAllister controlling the wrist in that initial tie. There's the throw that didn't make it. Bordenero, an excellent counter. Unfortunately, they were completely off the mat, because that was a 5-point move.
Sometimes you live or you die by the throw.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to third period.
Yep. 7-2, McAllister over Bordenero.
Tyson will take down here. Bordenero back to his feet, fighting the hands. There's his escape.
McAllister definitely more comfortable from his
Deep
feet.
double shot
Nice double
left.
leg there.
Yeah, immediately wanted to go to a power half. Score now 9-3.
Almost had a chicken wing type, but wasn't sure if he wanted to keep it.
Gonna cut Bordenero loose again. Tyson needs to be the aggressor here.
Yeah, I'd be a little surprised if McAllister tried a throw at this point with the lead and a minute left.
Ended up on his back in the last one he tried, but
Yeah.
but he doesn't need to. So there's a shot by Bordenero. That was a deep double. off the mat. A lot of pushing and shoving here.
Second period.
Quirk.
On mat number 1, Quirk has Simons on his back.
Bordnero wanting a body lock because he does need a 5-point move to tie it.
And that's a fall for Chandler Quirk of East Sac County over Nolan Simmons of Kuemper Catholic in the second period.
Now we got McAllister with had the double underhook there. There isn't a lot you can do against that.
Bordnero running out of time here in the third.
Shot by McAllister. Now back into an underhook. Time's going to end here.
All right, McAllister defeats Bordnero.
And that bumps up 51-6 now for team score, or 50. Is that correct up there?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, and then this is the 106-pound match because they did do what kind of the rules say. First duel started at 106. This group started at 113. So this is going to be Draylen Schweitzer, sophomore from Carroll, and Toby Benninger, freshman from
Coon Rapids Baird.
Benninger coming in with a varsity record of 8-6 prior to that first match. Schweitzer 2-0 on the varsity.
And on mat number 1, we have Garrett Quirk of East Sac County over Mason Rowie of Kuemper Catholic at 170. And that was a pin for Garrett Quirk in the first period, making the team score 40-12, East Sac County.
Okay, so we have a 51-6 team score in favor of Carroll going into the last match. Well, Schweitzer tried to pass him by. Didn't drop in on the leg on the way by, though. Schweitzer in on a low single. Probably going to look to trip him here. That just dumps him to the mat. Decent job there by Schweitzer. Throwing the half with the wrist.
Looks like it looked initially like he had the half in.
Now, I thought he did have it.
I don't think he has a very good grip on that wrist. Benninger has
Sit out and turn there for an escape by Benninger. Now, the coach is yelling for Schweitzer to drag that elbow pass, which he just did, and picks up the takedown right at the edge of the mat.
Sometimes it pays to listen to your coaches. Nice job there by Schweitzer.
Schweitzer. Yeah, Schweitzer missing an opportunity there, but it was more because they were so close to the edge of the mat. I think if he'd have tried to cast over in half, they'd have been off.
On mat number 1 at 182, we have Ethan Bryant, East Sac County, and Jagger Lucci, Kuemper Catholic. Going into the end of the first period, Bryant up 2-0.
Nice pressure with keeping that weight up on his shoulders. Again, kind of has a hammer lock. Wrist on the. Can't tell if he's trying to get a.
Yeah, he's looking for that hammer lock. Now he's going to try to
He has that half on
trying
the
to run the
side.
half. He's going to run out of time probably here.
Yeah, Benninger, he's pretty flexible. He's able to.
Schweitzer keeping a lot of weight on that upper body though.
Yeah.
Doing a fine job keeping Manager's chest on the mat. The manager wants neutral.
Three near
Schweitzer
fall.
trying for that sweep single.
Three people. It's hard to tell who's
Been
talking
pretty
up here.
quick on that.
Trying.
Get down on that ankle.
Second period started. Bryant up 5-0 over Lucci with 3 near fall points at the end of that first period.
Oh, passed the elbow again. Didn't penetrate with it though, so he missed that takedown.
Schweitzer's the only one doing any offense right now, currently.
Schweitzer in.
Fireman.
Yeah, fireman's carry. He's got to work up quick. Going right for the back points.
Kept that arm.
Yeah, this could go here. Schweitzer putting a ton of pressure on that upper body. There it is.
250.
2 minutes and 50 seconds. That
350.
or excuse me, 350.
250.
Well, something 50.
That's a nice job though by him when he did that little fireman. He kept that arm, and then he was able
I
to
did a really good job hanging on to that.
keep that arm in good shape.
All right, so that ends that dual meet at 57-6 for the Tigers.
And we did have a fall at 182 Bryant over Lucci in the second period on mat number 1.
All right, so they're going to be a break a little bit here on one of the mats, it looks like. And we're going into the Kuemper
195.
East Sac 195 match between.
I don't know.
No, it's not up yet.
We have Luke Wright, East Sac County, and Connor Hayes, Kuemper Catholic. Team score currently 46 East Sac County, 12 Kuemper Catholic, and this is at 195.
This is Hayes and
Wright.
who? And Wright. Hey, Hayes shooting kind of a high double there.
East Sac County.
There's a sweep single by Hayes, countered by Wright. Wright trying to get a little better sprawl on the deal. Works behind and takes mat return there by Wright for the takedown. Wright trying to tie up a wrist, it looks like. Now going for the power half. Driving the power half. Dumping Hayes back to the mat. Trying for the cradle. Countered there by Hayes. We have Luke Wright as a freshman, coming in with a 5-3 record.
It's like Hayes is a sophomore.
Hayes, sophomore, coming into tonight's action at 3-3 varsity. Wright working that chicken wing, trying to keep the wrist up. Hayes doing a pretty decent job getting back to his base. Hayes trying the tripod. Wright doing a little spiral ride there. Now he's got the wrist tied up. Wants to half. Trying to bury that head, power half. Wright wants to run to the side, but Hayes keeps getting to his base and preventing it. Score is just 2-0 on the takedown. Now he's got that half crank, but it's a little late. 2-0
End of the first period.
Hayes going neutral.
Yeah, Wright's a pretty big kid for this freshman.
Yeah, he's got some height. Sometimes those tall guys present a lot of problems, these heavier weights. But Hayes is in quick on a high crotch and gets it. Trying to get right to his base, or to his belly. Tied up the elbow, going for a riding the wrists. Taking the head, they're right on the edge of the mat. Although if Hayes can throw this half, right supporting points will probably still be on the mat, and he's going to pick up near fall points. Get a 2 or a 3 count?
2.
Oh. Okay, there's 2 points. That makes Hayes up 4-2 on that near fall. Hayes is going to try to ride him here, and probably going back for that 2-on-1. Hayes circling his hips hard. Luke to right to his feet, and he's out. Score now 4-3. Not a very good shot. Snap down right took advantage of the kind of a mistake there by Hayes. Right in on the ride, trying to get those wrists. And they're off the mat with 37 seconds left in the period. 5-4 for Connor Hayes from Kuemper at 195. Hayes working that half. Now going to the other side with that power half. Hayes going to try to get to the side and run it. Or excuse me, right. Hayes to a tripod. He gets the reversal and takes right straight to his back.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pin.
3 minutes and 55 seconds. Connor Hayes over Luke Wright. Bringing the team score at Kuemper Catholic 18, East Sac County 46.
Okay. Now we should have Cal Weiniger from Kuemper coming up.
Because you remembered him this time.
Yeah, I remembered him this time. And I don't know. The East Sac didn't weigh anybody in at 220, but somebody's coming out.
No, that's not Weiniger.
No, that's not Weiniger either. All right, so we're going to see who comes out here at 220.
Okay, they are showing it to be Ryan Zimmerman, East Sac County, and Carter Pudence, Kuemper Catholic at 220.
Okay, Carter Pudens is coming out at 220 for Kuemper, and Ryan Zimmerman.
Yep.
Correct, for East Sac. Zimmerman, I think, weighed in at 195. Came in with a varsity record of 1-1. He's a freshman. And Carter Pudens.
Zimmerman just. Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right.
Pudens in on the legs. Zimmerman sprawling. So there's Carter Pudens, Jr. from Kuemper with the takedown. Pudens driving Zimmerman over his wrist, looking for the far side half. Now going to a near side half. Probably going to try to dump him to his hip.
See what
And
that was?
it might have been a full Nelson.
Okay. Didn't get the other side out probably quick enough.
Yeah. Safe way to do that is get the wrist first. I think these guys are, a little bit inexperienced, and Putin's gonna try to work back behind him.
Yeah, Zimmerman had the opportunity there to pull him over the top.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite see it or feel it.
Coach is encouraging Pudens to stay behind the armpits. That's
what you
just
just said.
exactly what the coach just yelled. Hey, stay behind the armpits. Yeah, you drape an arm at these big weights. A little bit of a roll action puts you on your back. Okay. There's an escape for Zimmerman. Score now tied 2-2. Putin's in on the leg again, trying to cut the corner. He should succeed at this, which he did. And he took Zimmerman straight to his back. I would be surprised if Zimmerman can.
And that's a minute 52.
I would have been surprised if he could get out of that one. That was pretty tight. Okay, so we have 2 matches left.
One.
Because we got a 106
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to confuse us here.
Easily done.
Rupp now.
So right now, we're at heavyweight. And this should be Justin Rupp now. Came in at a 6-2 record, senior. Came in tonight.
And it's Carroll Waniger.
And Kuemper moved Waniger up to heavyweight from 220. Waniger, again, ranked in the top 10 and at 220 in the predicament rankings. I think Rupp now weighed in at, what'd you say, 285 and 285.7, so he used some of his 2-pound weight allowance. Waniger a little bit lighter.
The Christmas break meal.
This guy's tied up pretty tight here. But Rupp now likes that right hand tie. Waniger wants to tie the wrist there across right to left. I would think Waniger might be a little bit reluctant to shoot a double on Rupp now.
If you don't finish, it's going to be a lot of weight coming down on your shoulders.
Yeah, if you get in there, you better be cutting the corner right now. As I said, Rupp now coming in at 6-2, and he's pretty solid heavyweight. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. Period almost over.
Feeling each other out. I think both are a little hesitant to take the first shot.
Yeah, it's unusual for a guy at 285 to take a lot of leg shots, and they say Waniger probably didn't want to get underneath, so. All right, so we have Rupp now down to start the second period. A little tripod into a stand-up, and he's out. 5-second escape for Rupp now.
Nice quick escape.
Yeah, good, solid tripod right into his feet and fighting the hands on the way up. I think Waniger wants to try to snap him down, looks like. Rupp now keeping a really solid base underneath him. I don't know if we'll hear the official
remind him about offense.
Yeah,
but
yell offense or blow his whistle and encourage him. Oh, there's a shot. Underhook counter by Rupp now.
Yeah.
Wanted to throw, it wasn't there.
Waniger did pretty good backing out. Otherwise, it might have been for a ride.
Yeah, wide base.
You think Rupp now would have a little more weight on the top, pond. Now it looks like he is kind of cranking down.
Yeah, they're wearing on each other's head pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of the matador and the bull kind of thing.
When you have an extra 30 pounds pulling down on you too, that'll take its toll over 3 periods.
Period's almost over here.
Short time.
Actually, it's probably more than 30. What did you say he was? 280s.
He's the 285 and Waniger was at 220.
Okay, yeah, it was a lot more than 30.
All right, so it's pretty obvious that
Waniger has to start down.
Waniger was going to go down. And there's a quick sit out to about a 3-second escape. So Rupp now has 3 seconds of riding time and Waniger has 5. Which doesn't make any difference in high school.
It got canceled out, so you'd only have 2.
Well, yeah. Cumulative. Oh, trying to throw by Rupp now. Couldn't get Waniger's head to come up. Well, unless somebody misses something, doesn't this have overtime written all over it?
We've got a ways to go yet, but yeah, that wouldn't be a bad.
Both guys really reluctant to. Rupp now tried that little throw, but Waniger's got his head in the right place. Can't quite get under Waniger's arms. That's the shot maybe Cal should be taking. But it's a long way to go to get around Rupp now. There's a lot of space there between them.
And it'll probably be a boom or a bust. If he's quicker and you can get around there, it's good. If you get caught, you're in trouble.
There's a double shot.
A nice double. Oh!
Rupp now into the throw, though. Rupp now's got the arm underneath. He's going to have to struggle, and he covers the leg and gets the takedown. Boy, that was really close, but size difference was.
That was the whole deal.
Yeah, it was a major factor there.
Nice double, but like I said, if you aren't able to finish it, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Rupp now did a fine job there with the counter. Went right to the bar arm, or to the arm, and hooked the leg to get the points. Now he's just going to ride it out for a 3-1 win. Well, he got his hands locked, so 3-2 win. Which didn't hurt him to lock the hands. It was probably a smart thing to do. Oh, there might be some time left on the clock. There's 1 second up there. I don't know if they were saying there might be a little more time.
No, they took injury time, evidently.
Oh no, they added 2 seconds back to the clock.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why, because they didn't have to call the locked hands right when it happened. Normally they see if the bottom guy can get out. So Waniger's got 3 seconds to get a point. So I think Rupp now is just going to jam the hips hard and keep Waniger from getting to his feet. We'll see what happens. Jamming the hips, he locked his hands again.
And that's overtime.
Well, this match had overtime written all over it, but I didn't expect it to happen with 2 locked hands.
How does that work if he does it a 3rd time with penalty points?
1-1-2. This is sudden victory overtime in this first minute. Well, I figured Rupp now just jammed the hips hard, but
Just grab an ankle and hold
Yeah,
on.
I think he wanted to go underneath both armpits and just touch his hands together. There's a shot by Weiniger in on the leg. Rupp now sprawling again. Throws Weiniger by, lifts him back up, and gets him out of the takedown. Well, this is a heck of a match.
Yes, it is.
Weiniger putting a lot of pressure on the head, keeping his head underneath Ruppnau's forehead, preventing that throw. There's a shot by Weiniger. He's kind of into the headlock. Ruppnau's going to score. And we have an illegal hold.
What?
Oh.
Illegal headlock.
Weiniger,
All right,
illegal
so
headlock.
Cal Weiniger ended up in a headlock, and it was away from us, and Ruppnau's arm pulled out of it, and you cannot lock your hands around a guy's head without an arm in it. So that was a penalty against Cal Weiniger, and Ruppnau wins it in overtime, 4-3, right at the very last second.
Yeah, I think ironically, I think there's 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting scoring match.
So, good match. Not a lot of points, but still a pretty decent match. And now we're going to our last match of this duel. East Sac, this should be Braden Burns.
Yep. Looks like a freshman at 4-4 on the year.
And Riley Parkus.
He's a sophomore, 12-0 so far.
Yeah, I'm looking again. This is another weight class here where we have Riley Parkus from Kuemper. I'm pretty sure in the next rankings he'll be cracking those rankings. I mean, he hasn't been beat yet on the varsity.
Did you say Braden Burns for East Sac?
Yes.
Okay.
Burns came in tonight with a 4-4 varsity record. Parkus getting a tilt out of there, getting a forearm tilt for 2 points. Oh, now I think he wanted to roll completely underneath that wrist ride, but Burns has a super wide base. I don't think that was going to happen. Parkus riding that forearm really tough. Now looking to cradle. He does have a cradle. It's not locked overly tight. Parkus trying to get his elbow up into the behind the knee, and he did, and there it is.
In minute 16, ending the match duel.
We have a team score of 49-30
Yeah.
in favor of East Sac. And we will be sometime here rolling into Kuemper versus Coon Rapids Bayard and Carroll versus Audubon. Who's not okay? Huh?
Noise you're hearing.
Oh.
Can we go to commercial?
All right, so this we think is a JV match between Kuemper and East Sac. They're shaking hands over there for the Carroll match with Audubon. Coaches are out.
Do you want to go to commercial?
I think we're going to take a real quick commercial break,
I have some money.
and we're going to be starting at 1:20.
We will have some university matches on the North Mat.
Do you want anything?
You know, a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all 3 of these athletes because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join the Booster Club.
Today I'm going to show you how to donate to the Carroll High School Foundation.
Well, he didn't make 26. He was supposed to.
Break it over. Right foot. Drive him over it. Now know where you're at. Hey. You're pulling it. Get to it. Drive it over. Hold on to a bar. Okay, you're set. Forward. Throw your up over your head. Look back. Out to your wrist. Drive the knee in the butt. Passer there. Hey, look what his knee's doing too. Go forward with it.
The right place. Our expert stats person.
South mat. Varsity Audubon will be visitors in red, Keer will be home team in green.
In the Carroll Audubon match. Might as well stay over there. Oh, yeah. All right, who do we got?
On the north mat, the next duel will be Kuemper and Coon Rapids Bears.
Yeah, he
Beginning of the
actually
year.
had a broken collarbone in football this year. So that kind of, he had to get cleared from that.
Now he wants to run the half, going to the cradle.
The north mat for our third duel. Coon Rapids
Again, doing a
Bears
nice
will
job
be
keeping
red,
that pressure up
Kuemper
on the shoulders. There he almost, oh, I thought he was going to wing, and now he decided to let him up.
starting at
So he gives up the escape. 2-1 lead for Burnett. Working that right side, has the inside elbow with the wrist. Now he's going to switch. Burnett definitely the aggressor here.
Now we're about ready to roll
Nice.
here on both mats. We got,
Burnett got in on the shot.
yeah,
Nice.
Burnett in. He's got the leg up.
See
He's
if he
going to
can
trip.
Inside trip, nice. Right to his, almost
Yeah,
had
he
the
should be going right to
opportunity
the back here. He's got to get that half a little deeper.
That's interesting right there. Not too many, you see the leg up with the,
Yeah,
There
normally
it
you
is.
want to get out of those legs and walk a little more weight to the head. But he did pick up the 3 near fall.
should have 3, yep. So it bumps up to 7-1 lead. Burnett's gonna, oh, he actually chooses down. Usually they defer, but
Yeah.
comfortable on the bottom. kind of sitting out and
Yeah.
he'll stand up. If he picks his wrist and gets his hips away, he should be in good. But yep, there we go.
Yeah, he set up that stand up with the sit out.
Again, back to that wrist, 2-on-1.
Yeah, he'll get a shot in here pretty quick, I think.
I didn't catch the Ottoman. Is he a
Zeke Conkler, he's a freshman.
freshman?
Yeah, he's been in the lineup the whole season for the Wheelers.
Burnett kind of taking his time. You hear Coach Nago saying take angles, and he did right
I
to a
caught
side
that.
single. And 2 more, so 10-1.
He's got a wrist tied up. Well, it looks like he's got both wrists tied up. Driving Conkler to his chest. And we're going to roll over here on the other mat at 120. We'll have some commentary here shortly. It's a forfeit. And they're gonna
Looks
for
like
Kuemper. Now he's got that deep half in. They're on the edge of the mat though. As long as Burnett keeps the sporting points up, he's good to go.
10 seconds left here, and we'll probably end of the.
And we're gonna end the period here at 10-1. 12-1, excuse me. And awarded that near fall.
I didn't catch
yet.
it. It's near fall.
Yeah,
on the
he got
last.
that last near fall. I think somebody's bleeding. And we'll use this time to catch you up a little bit on the other mat. It's 24-6. Now it's 30-6 for Kuemper. As we said, Coon Rapids, they only weighed in four people today, so it's a little tough. I think Audubon only weighed in 7.
Okay, Kuemper Catholic versus Coon Rapids on mat 1 at 120. Jake Hausman, Kuemper received a forfeit. 126, Alex Duran, Coon Rapids. Baird received a forfeit. 132 is a double forfeit. 138, John Bays, Kuemper received a forfeit. 145, Shea Parkus. 152, Hayden Stout. 160, Bryce
What
Wiskus.
time's
All
over?
Kuemper, all received forfeits. And now waiting to see what's going on at 170.
And Burnett with a 12-1 lead here, probably not.
We have
doing anything crazy.
195 up on the scoreboard right now.
Yes,
so-
on track, I'm at 170.
Yeah, so we're waiting to see something. But anyway, on the Carroll mat.
All right, sorry, Jagger Lucci and Will Healy at 170, 182. Kuemper both received forfeits, so we are waiting to see at 195 on mat number 1.
Oh, Burnett lost the cotton in his nose. Coach is telling him you need to shoot that little high crotch. Now we're straightening something out here at the bench. Burnett with a commanding lead here. I'm sure coaches want him to head for that tech fall or a pin.
Threw it away. I thought you were done.
Yeah, we get a quick takedown with some near fall. We'll do that tech fall.
I'm going to try to cut the corner here.
Looks like
Switching off to a double and a trip.
Trip again, yep. He's hit that trip twice now. Gets under a minute, so it'd be nice to get a couple backs here and get the tech fall.
And it does look
Coach
like
Nagel had the same idea about the crossface and turning.
Well, we'll figure out who's wrestling over here with Kuemper and the
okay,
Crusaders.
at 195.
Looks like Burnett's almost was trying to go for the cradle there. And got a stall warning, stall
Warning for stalling. I think that was more of a can't get out of the ride thing.
Now Burnett got a stall and then had to let him go for one.
Okay, they
Now
did.
that actually,
According to
all right.
So that'll be the end, 14 to 2.
I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
so
on.
we just had a major decision, 14 to 2
I don't know what's going on.
by Chase Burnett.
No.
So Tate Schleisman at 126 come out and receive a forfeit.
Yeah, I don't think he knew he was taking a forfeit
No.
when he went out there. So, all right, at 132.
Guessing it'll be Cooper Ludwig. Looks like it's going to be Cooper Ludwig for Carroll. I don't know if Audubon has.
And Ottoman did weigh in a 32-pounder.
It looks like he's going to bump to 38 maybe. Because it looked like Ludwig got the forfeit. So
Yeah.
Okay, on mat number 1, it
Yes,
shows
ma'am.
there was supposed to be a match at 195, Connor Hayes and Cale Peevisdorf. I don't remember or see that happen, and I don't have a score on track. But at 2:20, it says Adam Steger, Kuemper Catholic pinned Rex Dottie of Coon Rapids in 44 seconds. So just waiting to
Now
see
we got
what's going
Carter
on.
Drake.
Yep, 138. We got Carter Drake for Carroll Jr. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, now is this Derek? Oop,
I'm guessing
Drake with
so.
a takedown. This is Derek Holmes from Audubon.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
if he weighed in at 32,
Carter Drake
I'm
and Derek Holmes.
not quite sure why they wanted to bump him up to Drake.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Drake with 2 takedowns. Combs with 2 escapes. Drake with
Another
3
takedown.
takedowns.
Another intentional escape.
Water too bad.
Brings it to 6-3. Guessing Drake will be in on another leg here shortly.
Quick run around for a takedown.
Another takedown for Drake, and I'm guessing he'll, well, unless he wants to run that hammerlock now. Oh, he's going to try for a tilt.
32.
He might be able to actually.
Yeah, we got a body press going there. As soon as he stepped over the legs and stretched him out, that was going to be the end. Okay, so Carter Drake with a pin. Running the team score now to 22 for Carroll and 0 for Audubon. We're at 145 with Jaira Gallegos.
And Carter Andreessen,
And
who looks to be undefeated on the year.
Carter Andreessen.
Yes.
And it is Carter Andreessen who is now
I'm not sure how he did
4 or
it.
5. Yeah, well, I think he's 5-0 now, but they say he's pretty solid.
The duel on the north mat will resume at 7 o'clock.
45-minute
7
rule.
o'clock for restart.
Gallegos in on the double. He's got to roll all the way through this to get anything. Andreessen with a deep, deep whizzer trying to hip in. Gallegos trying to get his hips up higher.
He got it countered, but they're out of bounds.
Yeah.
There, now Galagos is
Now
in.
goes
If
deep. He's going to score here.
You keep that arm back there, you're going to be in trouble.
He's got the 2 on Andreessen. Now he's got the half in pretty deep. If he gets adjusted here,
Looks like he is.
this would be a huge win for Galagos.
Yeah, once
Just adjust. Now it's tighter.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Once Shira
50
caught that,
seconds.
when he kept that arm, he almost reached back to try to do that whizzer, and Galagos kept that arm, and that's all
Boy,
he
he
needed.
just kept sliding it deeper and deeper, and got the fall over a real quality wrestler.
And
It's a good match.
Mat number 1 with Coon Rapids and Kuemper Catholic. There's at least one match left, but they do have to wait for the 45-minute rule. So that match will resume at 7 p.m. according to the announcer.
It looked like, I think we missed it. I think Abraham Dirks received a
Dirks
forfeit.
got a
Yeah, Abe
forfeit.
Dirks got a forfeit.
Kind of was out
He
there.
hasn't had a match yet, has he?
Well, this is only their second duel. so
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
only their second duel.
Nate Byron
Now,
going
we didn't
out
wrestle that first
at
round.
160 to receive a forfeit.
Oh, so Nate Byrink is going to get a forfeit, it looks like, at 160. Although Audubon did weigh in somebody.
70 now would be Camden Robinson for Carroll.
Cam Robinson's going to also receive a forfeit. And here comes, this is Javin Blatt, I believe, at 182. And Carroll does not have a 182 pounder. Blatt, one of Audubon's better wrestlers. And we're sliding right up to 195. Where we should have Cooper Nielsen
Yeah, looks like Cooper Nielsen and Cade Shable from Carroll.
and Cade Shable. Nielsen came into tonight's action at 10-5.
Definitely has a little height advantage in this match, but
Let's see if Cade's in on that high crotch. Nielsen with the sprawl and trying to do a go behind. Cade keeps his head going. He's got to cut the corner. Nielsen's got a big length advantage
Yeah.
and works behind for the takedown. Got a head lever going here. This is tough. Nielsen going back to it. Shable trying to get a stand up out of there, but we got the head lever going now. It slipped off. But he's got the arm caught. Nielsen's got the arm caught. He's going to stretch it out. Got both arms tied up. And keep trying to stretch that right arm of Shable out. Bearing down on that, and he gets the fall.
In a minute.
1 minute pin. Again, and I've said it many times, Shable at 195 in this area is a tough weight class. Now we're at 220.
220. Tigers will roll out senior Tyson Bordnero.
And Alexander Ferran.
And Alex Foran. Bordnero right in on it. Foran trying to throw and missed it. As a counter. Bordnero far ankle breakdown. Going into the wrist. Trying to get under and get both hands on that right arm of Foran's. They want him to get to the side. The only problem is if he starts turning, they're going to go off the mat. All right, Bordnero's going to cut him for one. Bordnero going for the body lock on that one. Okay, so we're neutral at 2-1. Tyson Bordnero from Carroll leading. They're in real tight. Foran trying to pass the elbow, pass and go by. Now Foran's going to try to hit a headlock. Bornero needs to run up. Bornero did the right thing. Didn't run into him. Ran away from that headlock going. Got the takedown. Going for the hammer lock, it looks like.
And Borneo's not in a big hurry.
Oh, he missed it. He's going to cut him. Yeah, so they did go neutral. 4-2. 2 takedowns by Bornero. 2 escapes by Foran. Oh, he passed the elbow there and spun behind. Will go behind, another takedown.
I think he'll probably keep him down now. Coach Noggle signaled keep him down. So
we're running into 10 seconds left. Yeah, you want to ride him out if you can do it. I think he wants him to go to the crossface and
Bornero picks down. Start the second.
And Foran's going to go he's going to go the international start, but Bornero right away into a stand-up. Fighting the hands, and he's out. Foran looking for a headlock, and he's not going to get it. Bornero's got a drop. Yeah, a lot of pressure on the hips.
Looks like Bornero kept the half in.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to turn him with this and get it. He's got to reel him back in. Yeah, the coaches you don't get the elbow.
Yep.
Which he did. There's a pin by Tyson Bornero.
2 minutes and 35 seconds.
All right, at heavyweight, this should be a double forfeit. And then we go to 106, which Ottoman doesn't have anybody. And 113. And Ottoman didn't have anybody there either. So it looks like it's going to be a double forfeit, 2 forfeits to finish this. So Draylen Schweitzer takes the forfeit at 106. And Cole Miller takes the forfeit at 113. And that ends the dual meet between Carroll and Audubon with a final score of, is it 64-12? Is that correct?
It's not updated yet.
Okay, we're not up.
So
Well,
yes.
we gotta see, but
That would be right.
64-12. Carroll defeating Audubon. All right, so we gotta wait just a little bit till 7 to finish the match. It's currently in progress, or
With
currently.
Kuemper Catholic and
yeah.
Coon Rapids Bayard.
And then we're going to be running into round 4. And that'll be Audubon and Coon Rapids Bayard and Carroll and East Sac. And following that, it will be Carroll versus Kuemper. So we've got Audubon and East Sac going to go. And there's going to be a little time break in here someplace, I think.
Dear Tiger Booster Club, I'd like to thank you for selecting me as a recipient of the Tiger Booster Club Scholarship. Receiving this sincerely means so much to me, and it will truly help me continue my education financially. Thank you for all the support over the last 4 years. It has meant so much to me. Sincerely, Ashley Onken.
We need you at Carroll Community School District. Teacher associates are needed at Fairview Elementary and Carroll High School. Excellent health insurance is provided with these positions. TAs receive paid holidays, IPERS benefits, and PTO. Come be a Tiger at Carroll Community School District.
We need you! We want you! We want you! We want you! We want you!
Have you shopped in the Tiger Shop yet this fall?
No, I haven't. How does it work?
Oh, you have to. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/shop Carroll and then just drive out to the high school Monday through Friday from 8 to 11 and call 712-775-5000. They can bring your order right out to your car.
Seriously? It's that easy?
It's that easy. bit.ly/shop Carroll. It's really that easy.
Dear Carroll Booster Club, thank you for choosing me as a recipient for one of your scholarships. It is an honor to be selected out of so many deserving candidates. Thanks also for everything you've provided student athletes during my 4 years at Carroll High. I will be attending Iowa State and studying finance, and this will help cover the cost of tuition and room and board. Sincerely, Colby Vincent.
Okay. We're going to do the best we can to figure out.
They're 125-pounders. Working on it.
They don't look like 125 pounders.
'Cause that's not even a weight class, is it? Is it?
No.
It's been a long day.
It's like junior high. You're close. You're close.
We'll just make up our own today.
They might have both weighed in at 125.
If only this was easier
I'm trying to think
use.
if ESAC, if I can find a kid that weighed in at 125.
Yeah, but it's not. We're Kuemper wrestler in with a shot, but Isak spinning behind, doing a go behind, jamming the head. Continuing to try to jam the head. Kuemper wrestler hanging on to the leg for dear life. Now Kuemper cutting the corner. Isak and a whizzer, and Kuemper's going to score the takedown here. Yeah, we're just struggling to get the JV matches to come up on track wrestling right now. So somebody yelled, "Go Carter."
They're not on here.
There's Carter Prudence. It's not here. Carter Whelan.
Carter Whelan, that would make sense.
So at 152. So then it might.
So this might be Carter Whelan from Kuemper at 152.
Possibly Carter Shed.
Oh, well, could be Carter Shed, freshman from East Sac.
And I don't think the matches are on here, so
we might have Carter versus Carter.
I know.
It might be Carter versus Carter.
So we'll see if anybody yells a name, because JV matches are not coming up on our track.
Or it's user error and I just can't find it. I'll throw that out there.
But anyway, we think it's Carter and Carter at 152. Kuemper leading. Yeah, I think that was Kuemper yelling for Carter. Got Billy Gross over there encouraging the Kuemper wrestler. There's takedown for Kuemper. Got the wrist tied up underneath, going for the cradle. Okay, roll. He did give a quick count, but 2-point near fall. Kuemper into the, looks like a butcher there. Yeah, it is. Got the arms crossed. That's one of the most miserable feelings in wrestling, when you're on your back and your arms are both across your body. And East-Sac wrestler fought his way out of it. That was tough going there for a while for him. Kuemper wrestler Carter going back for a cradle, cross-face cradle it looks like. Period's running down. There's the cradle. Could get this, and he does, with practically no time left on the clock. So there's a victory, we think, for Carter Whelan from Kuemper.
Has to be.
We're getting really close here to being able to resume the match between East-Sac and Kuemper. Is that it? Huh?
Yeah.
Between East-Sac and Kuemper.
I think. What's it? I closed it.
A little warm-up action going on by
What's on? That's
and
East-Sac? That's kind
coaches are out getting their who's got choice and whatever else is going to go on.
Yeah, it's Kuemper.
Kuemper and who?
And I don't know. You have the sheet. East-Sac. No, Coon Rapids Bear.
I believe I said Kuemper and East-Sac, but I'm pretty sure it's Kuemper and Coon Rapids Baird because East-Sac's warming up on the other mat, getting ready to wrestle Carroll right now. Oh, man. It was a long day, and it's a longer evening.
And there's a lot of schools with red.
Yeah, and everybody's red but us.
Yeah.
So, for whatever it's worth, that's my excuse.
It's valid. So who's going to be? That's East-Sac and us?
Yes.
Yeah, Audubon and Coon Rapids will be next.
Yeah, so we'll have, after the conclusion of the Kuemper Coon Rapids Bears match, there might be another little time break in there because Coon Rapids Bears got to turn around on the next round and wrestle Audubon. And Audubon's been done for a while, but obviously Coon Rapids Bears hasn't. So East-Sac's loosening up, Carroll's getting ready to go. Once again, this is a Carroll student production, Tiger Vision production. We're fortunate they've been able to figure out, and they did for the Tiger Night just before Christmas break, how to do a split screen so we can at least show you both mats and do the best we can to keep you updated. I know there's probably people out there from East-Sac, Audubon, Coon Rapids, and Kuemper and Carroll obviously watching, but for the three schools that aren't in town, and I know we probably have people from a number of different states watching. During the Tiger Night, we had people from Colorado, Arizona, and out east, and they were chiming in to our Tiger Vision people that they were enjoying the broadcast.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting also, 5 teams and all the duels. But here we have at least a little bit of time for a breather. Tiger Night just rolled one into the other to the other. And
Okay, let's see what's going on.
Looks like
so we're going to do something over here.
It's going to be 195, Connor Hayes, Kuemper Catholic, and Cale Puvesdorf, Coon Rapids Baird.
Okay.
They're ready to go. Kuemper Catholic leads Coon Rapids 42-6 in the team score.
And it was Hayes from Kuemper and Peevesdorf
Yes.
from Coon Rapids Bear. All right, and we're going to roll here with the Carroll. And at 126, it's going to be Tate Schleisman. And we'll see who the East Sac wrestler is here in just a second.
Yes, and Wyatt Thorpe.
Yes.
Yeah,
That who-
almost
who it
has to
is.
be Wyatt Thorpe. Okay,
You are correct.
so we have Wyatt Thorpe, a junior.
Oh.
Okay, there's Thorpe in on the double and gets the takedown.
We also have a takedown by Peevesdorf on mat number 1.
Thorpe's got this pretty tight. Needs to.
Schleisman's not giving up though. He'll just
Schleisman's
got
got.
back to his base.
He's amazingly flexible. Didn't give up any back points on that.
Peevesdorf getting back points on mat 1. And
Tate does
that's
a
a
nice job
fall
building that base back up,
in
and he's been
57
returned, but
seconds
he'll
by Peevesdorf
get
over
back
Hayes.
going.
Thorpe working the far arm pretty tough. He's trying to slide a half in. Schleisman doing exactly what he needs to do to get out, getting that arm through, but boy, he's got back to the arm. He's got
Now
both
it's-
arms
now
tied.
it's in tight.
Yeah. Thorpe just isn't quite where he needs to be with his chest, but now he's trying to stretch Schleisman out.
And on mat number 1 at 220, they have Cal Waniger, Kemper Catholic, and Eric
Coaches are telling Tate to
McAllister.
roll through that,
Oh, yeah.
but easier said than done.
And I keep saying Schleisman, but it's Schleisman. It's like that I before E thing that you do in spelling. Boy, Tate's, he's fighting that.
He held off.
Boy, that was probably close to a minute on his back, wasn't it?
That was a heck of a fight.
Well, it's 5-0.
Yeah, sounds kind of crazy, but lucky to be down 5-0.
Well, and you can't count him out. You can't count Schleisman out of anything. And he's got a much more experienced wrestler going against him, who's now in on a good double. Right to the back again. Going to pick up a 2-point near fall, make it 9-0. Now we have cradle action. The cradle went. Sliding to the side. Schleisman kicks his way out of it.
And on mat 1, we have a takedown by Waniger, putting him up 2-0 over McAllister, Coon Rapids Bear.
Schleisman certainly doesn't have any quit in him. Got to keep his head away from his knees, though. He's seen the cradle once. He doesn't want to see it again. There's a deep half. Thorpe trying to run it. It's got the wrist tied up. Run that half. Thorpe's had trouble getting his chest where it needs to be, but he's close here. And he does get the fall.
Not a good fight by Schleisman, just wasn't quite enough.
3 minutes and 14 seconds.
A 3-minute and 14-second fall for Wyatt Thorpe from East Sac. We got Cooper Ludwig coming up for Carroll at 132.
I think he's received 2 forfeits so far today.
And for
Tate
East
Lar.
Sac, who is it?
Tate Lar.
Tate Lair from
East Sac.
freshman from East Sac. Ludwig right away, snapping the head and going behind. In again on a takedown. Lair on his back. Want to stay there. Blair off his back. Ludwig probably cut him again. 6-2 with the 2-point near fall and 2 takedowns. Blair snapping the head again. Now in on a double. Blair straight to his back, but Ludwig doesn't take the opportunity to throw the pinning combination on. 8-2. Got a good deep hammer lock on, forces the arm over, and that ends it.
52.
52 second fall.
Back points being counted for Wanager on mat number 1. Less than a minute left in the second period.
Knott's team score at 6-6. Should have Carter Drake coming out for Carroll.
Yep.
And
Hutton Pashy. I'm sure I got it wrong one way or another.
Hutton. Okay, we think this is Hutton Pash or Pashy for sophomore for East Sac.
It is.
And that's who it is. Just popped up on track. Carter Drake, junior from Carroll. Drake in the front headlock.
And it looks like we have some blood time possibly on mat 1.
Oh, straight to the back. Didn't get any back points out of that.
Well, Hutton did a decent job getting back to his belly, otherwise Carter was going to work his way up.
Drake with the leg in, going for a guillotine it looks like. Now he's got a hammer lock with a leg in. Throw that other leg in. I think he wants to throw the double vine in and flatten Pash down to his belly. Now he's driving him over. Going to try to drive the head till he can get him past 45 degrees. Got to do a little more with the hips to get him turned.
Had it for just a second, but
Yeah, he was pretty close. Needed to elevate the leg a little bit more and slide off the hips, but I don't think he wants to stay in the legs. He's not in them. Now he's out of it.
yeah,
Yeah. Trying a bow and arrow cradle here, which is going to work. Lost the cradle, but he's got him on his back.
129.
Minute 29 on the pin time.
And the match is restarted on mat number 1. Wanager's up 9-2 over McAllister Coon Rapids Baird. Almost the end of the second period.
so it looks like 145. It looks like Gyra is going to get a forfeit. So winner by forfeit, Gyra Galagos.
Okay, that runs the score to 18-6. Now Abe Dirks is going to see his first action of the evening. Dirks coming in 11-0. Now 13-0 with the forfeits. Ranked 5th by the predicament. By the way, Galagos is ranked 6th at 145. Dirks is ranked 5th in 3A at 152, undefeated on the year. Takedown for Dirks right off the bat.
Carter Shed from East Sac County. We have injury time on mat 1, and that was a 17-second fall on mat 2.
So that was a real quick fall by Abe Dirks
17
over Carter Shed.
seconds.
17 seconds. Makes the score 24-6. We should have Nate Byrink now. He's been coming out at 160. I guess we'll see if that's who's coming out here.
Match is resumed on mat 1. Finished third period, just started 9-3 Wanager after an escape by McAllister.
Looks like
Chandler Quirk.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a sophomore, we think, here from East Sac, Chandler Quirk.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. He's a sophomore. Nate Byrink, also a sophomore from Carroll at 160. guy's in a tie. We're trying to get the elbows up. We have Quirk coming in with a varsity record coming into tonight at 7-6. Byrink was 4-7. Oh, one of Carroll's stock takedown moves with passing the elbow. Got a warning for stalling on Quirk for backing out. Byrink usually the aggressor. Go ahead with the fall there, Brenda.
And that's a fall on mat number 1, Waniger over McAllister, 5 minutes, 23 seconds. Putting the team score 48-12, Kuemper.
Okay. Oh, we got to straighten out the mask there on Nate Byrink. They've redesigned those masks a number of times and used to tie them into the headgear, and now it looks like I don't really know. Well, it looks like a Halloween mask with going around, or a mask you'd wear
One
for
of those, like,
for
creepy
COVID.
old school ones.
Yeah.
Masquerade ball.
And now the headgear is going to go over the top of all that. At least, yeah, for the last quite a few years, you've been able to at least breathe a little bit in those. First ones they came out with covered your nose. We used to drill holes in them so the guy could at least breathe.
Okay, on mat 1 at 106, we have Riley Parkus, Kuemper Catholic, Toby Benninger, Coon
Oh,
Rapids.
Byrink underneath. Byrink's got, and
Nice scramble.
boy, what a great scramble that was by Quirk to get out of that one.
Yeah, it looked like Byron had him.
Well, I thought he had him, and it was just quick hips there by Quirk to get out of it.
And that was a 30-second fall, Parkus over Benninger on mat number 1.
All right, so we're doing a little pushing and shoving here. Byrink in on the double, got his head caught inside though. Hanging on to the arm, trying to get back to his feet so he doesn't give up any points. That was a decent job there by Nate Byrink, not giving up those points. Kept moving his hips and got that arm tied up because he was not in deep enough to.
Now he's losing the mask.
Well,
So
yeah.
hopefully it wasn't
Well, hopefully,
too critical.
yeah.
But Byron did defer here, and Quirk picked down, picked the bottom position.
Okay, Byrink on the ride.
Yes, the 220 match that was wrestled earlier before the break was a JV match on mat number 1 with Aiden Steiger, Kuemper Catholic over Rex Dottie, Coon Rapids. So that 220 match was a JV match. That helps explain to me that 220 match that wrestled again later. After a couple of forfeits in the last match, final team score is either 60-12 or 66-12 Kuemper Catholic.
All right, so we got
Ottoman and CRB. So Ottoman and Coon Rapids are the next duel on the north mat.
now they're announcing Audubon and Coon Rapids going to start wrestling, but there's got to be some kind of time break in there, I would think. Byrink on a good ride, but he's lost a little bit there. He's on his hip because he slid off, and you get the arm through and get the points for Quirk. Nate Byrink struggling to get back to his base here. A lot of pressure up through the hips. Half Nelson there by Quirk. Byrink trying to get his head up. He needs to pull that half off. Stay off his hips. Quirk going for the wrist. There we go.
Now it looks like we got blood time. It looks like
And Byrink's bleeding.
That's probably why he had the mask on.
Yeah. You get a little chronic bloody nose once in a while, and you got to keep something over it. Okay, so we got a little bit of a time deal going on here with Audubon and Coon Rapids Baird, there might only be 2 or 3 matches in that whole duel, and they can't even get out and take a forfeit if they wrestled. Well, even if they took a forfeit before. But anyway, we'll have to see what's going on there. Byron's got his nose cleaned up. Coach Noggle out cleaning off the mat. Looks like they're finding a little more blood. All right, so they got to make sure the mat's dry. See it every now and then when they get it cleaned off and they leave it a little bit damp, somebody slips. We don't want that to happen. Okay, Byron down and down 2-0 on the takedown by Quirk. Partial sit out there by Byron. Okay, now trying to get to his feet. Quirk chopping the arm to keep him down. Quirk's got Byron flat now, driving through the hips. Lots of pressure. Okay, you probably could have heard that from Coach Noggle. Wants him to set up that stand-up with the sit-out that he's done a few times. Byron down, he's down 2-0, but he's down to start the third period. There's the sit-out, and now he's up. Mat return there by Quirk. Good move by him to get Byron back to his belly. Nate trying to get his knees up underneath him. Working the arms tough. Quirk working that near arm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his hips out from under, but he's not getting any separation.
Yeah, the problem is Quirk wants to get him down to his hip. Byron's got a great base going, but can't go anywhere because of that tight waist that Quirk's got on him. Quirk chopping the arm. Yeah, Nate's got to get his hips moving. Quirk's got that deep, tight waist. There's a little sit out and a turn, but didn't go anywhere. What do you got, 40 seconds?
Looks like 46 seconds, yep.
Yeah, Nate needs
Coach Drake reminding them you can't just sit. You got to follow that up with a second move.
Well, you can't fault Quirk. He's been behind the elbows and deep on the hips. Got a good solid ride there.
Yeah, with only 30 seconds to go.
Keeping that tight waist. Oh, Byron with a sit out, almost hitting the stand up. But Quirk right back to that elbow. Well, Quirk's going to ride him out, it looks like. There's a sit out by Byron and a turn. He's going to get his one. 2-1 with almost no time left.
6 seconds. So he'll have four.
Byron pushes him off the mat.
He'll have 4 seconds to.
And that ties the match up. That was the second stalling warning, it looks like, on Quirk. And the second stall call is 1 point. So Unless somebody falls down accidentally, we got overtime going on.
Almost ended like that earlier match when we had two locked hands that took it to overtime.
Yeah, and sent that to overtime. An escape and a penalty going to overtime. There's a shot into the leg. This is a deep one by Quirk. Byrink with the whizzer trying to fight it. Now rolling through it. Oh, and there's a takedown. And that ends it at 4-2 in overtime. Really pretty good match there.
Yeah.
So we have a win by Garrett Quirk. Or excuse me, Chandler Quirk from ESAC. Hey. Okay, Camden Robinson from Carroll.
Yes, this is. Yep.
And we think this is Garrett Quirk, senior, came into tonight 10-3 from ESAC. Okay, so that's been confirmed. Quirk, a really solid wrestler, but Camden in on the leg. Quirk came in 10-3. Trying to work the whizzer. Camden's now doesn't want to give up that leg. Quirk with a little whizzer. Now he's cutting the corner again.
That's a heck of a scramble out of both.
Now Quirk into a cradle on his feet though. This is going to be tough.
If he's
Camden had 3 good chances to get takedowns, and Quirk just got his way out of it.
Camden better hang on to that leg.
Yeah, he's going to hang on to that leg. They still haven't given a takedown yet. There it is.
Yeah, I think if Camden would have just held on to that leg, they would have had to go on a stalemate.
Garrett Quirk here going for the wing. Trying to chop that arm out. Riding that tight waist. Trying a little spiral there to get him down. Going to work back to the wrist. Wants that far wrist. Robinson, Camden not giving it to him. Pretty reasonable effort there by Camden Robinson. Okay, we're looking for, we got a wing on the near side and a wrist on the other side. Coaches don't want Camden to sit out underneath that. You got a power half on the far side.
But not much time to do anything with it, I don't think so.
That power half on the far side, you almost have to jump over and run it from the other side, but you need something with it. So
Robinson's at neutral to start the second. Both wrestlers heavy on the head.
now they're want Camden to, he's in on the one leg, but Quirk with a good sprawl. And he doesn't have anything locked, so we're going to see a takedown here pretty quick. All right, there's takedown by Garrett Quirk.
Yeah, Camden had his leg in there, but that wasn't really doing him anything.
Yeah, it's hard to hang on to somebody with the one hand around there because he lost both hands right off the bat. Quirk sitting back trying to take Robinson to his hip. Tying up the near arm, the far arm, depending on which side he casts to. Quirk riding, trying to shoot the half.
Robinson dinged with a stall warning.
Yeah, he wasn't working too hard to get back up to his knees, but again, you know, sometimes when you're down there and the guy's riding you like that, it's hard to do anything. Quirk's got kind of a partial vine on. All right, so Garrett Quirk evidently snuck both hands up on the neck under the armpits and got called for a full Nelson. Coming back to the spiral ride to put Robinson on his hip. Chicken winging the one side now. Can't see what he's trying to do with his left arm. Looks like he's going for a half with it. No, he's got the wrist, so he's going to run it on the
right side. He has it. There now he has.
Now he's going to try to run the half on the other side.
I don't know if he was hopping back and forth.
Yeah,
but he did have the right chicken wing, and
yeah, he
looked
wanted,
like he wanted
the wrist to run it one way, then he wanted the half to run it the other way, and Robinson wasn't giving him any of it. So
we're going from neutral here. Robinson down 4-1 in the final period.
Robinson in.
It looks like Robinson might be able to.
He's got to get his right elbow through. He's got to get his right elbow through before Quirk comes over the top. Now he's still got to get that elbow through, and Quirk's got a whizzer on it, or a partial whizzer. Robinson trying to come out the back door. And he just got caught. Yeah.
Yeah, he had the potential to be in good shape, and
so there's a takedown. Well, actually, that wasn't, was it? I don't know what the points were on that one. There's a 3-point near fall, making the score 9-1. What were those points? You got them up, Brenda?
Got a little under a minute here to go.
Third period. That maybe was a takedown. Okay, so that was a takedown in that scramble and a 3-point near fall, so they did start neutral, didn't they? Okay. So now we got Robinson down behind 9-1, about 45 seconds left. Quirk riding that tight waist tough and wanting to get that wing on this right side, going for the far wrist. He's going to try to force Robinson up over his head onto his chest. And again, Robinson doing a great job staying off his back, but just been unable to score any points on. Quirk's got a tough ride.
Yeah, at this point, you just don't want to give up the fall, or it's too far away for tech fall, so just don't get put on your back.
Quirk wanted to run now he's got a deep half right at the end of the match.
Maybe I shouldn't have drinks this.
Oh. And that was a deep half. All right, looks like we're going to start over here with Coon Rapids Baird and Audubon.
I think Carroll is forfeiting 182. So I'm guessing, I'm not sure if this is Bryant or Wright or Zimmerman from East Sac.
Yeah, Carroll just had to forfeit 182 as they've had to most of the year. That tightens up the team score. 24 for Carroll, 21 for
Kate Shable out now at 195.
Sac.
I'm not
switch
sure
places.
which one.
Are you going to do that one? You can do that one.
I could stay here.
All right, so we got a little microphone sharing going on again.
Shable and it looked like Shable's in on the double, but I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which wrestler this is from.
Now this is Luke Wright for ESAC, who's in on a leg right now. Shable countering with the whizzer. Shable trying to get his hips up a little higher. They either want him to square up or go behind. Shable in on the leg, and there's a takedown.
Nice kick
and
by
he's going to
Shable.
take Wright straight to his back in a headlock.
If he pulls it
And
back,
he's
that's
bearing
going to
down
be
on
tight.
it now.
That should be. That should. Well.
Shable needing to get his hips up. He's
Square
back
up.
into that headlock. He keeps sliding back down.
He's going to lose the. If he
Yeah,
just
he's
stay
gonna-
chest to chest.
I thought he was going to change sides, but he's back to the headlock again.
I'm watching the clock, so I can't see that.
Yeah, it
Shable
looked like
needs
it
to
was
get that
tight
elbow
early. and
elevated a little bit, and he's got a shot
now
at it here.
Now it's even tighter. I'm not sure what we're looking here for, but
He's got that arm. He's got that arm elevated.
Man, that has to
And
be
there
tight.
it is. Whoa, 109 for Cage Shable with a big pin over Luke Wright from ESAC.
I wonder if we're 45
yeah,
minutes.
he kept rotating on that, and just credit Shable for not letting it go and rotating back and forth with it on that. So we got Tyson Bordenaro up for the Tigers.
And
220.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman, freshman from ESAC. Zimmerman came in today at 1-1, wrestling primarily at 195, I think.
Are there going to be any matches on Audubon and Coon Rapids?
It's slim pickings.
Okay, we do have the. Yeah, there's one going on right now.
No? Oh, yeah.
All right, so we do have a match here. It's going to be few and far between with the unfortunate number of bodies
Something like
that both these teams have.
There's a penalty point against Bordenaro for going straight for the face, according to the official.
We have Cooper Nielsen from Audubon and Kale
And there's
Pumastor from
Bordenaro with
Rapids Baird at
a nice
195.
takedown. Going to work the half. It's going to be.
Now Bordenaro's going to try to tie up that wrist right off the bat. Zimmerman getting his arm buried underneath there, so Bordenaro can't get it out. And a warning for stalling. Bordenaro doing a far side half, a little tilt on the leg.
Now he might get that half in that side and come right back over the top.
He awarded the three-point near fall because the pinning combination that Tyson had ended. Now Bordenaro into a deep half, going to sweep the head here and stay on the mat. Got a body press, a little body press going on for a few seconds, but now he's back into the half. I'd be surprised again.
128.
That one ended at 128. So pinned by Tyson Bordenaro.
And the back-to-back pins by the Tigers kind of helps out the team score there.
Yeah, stretches the lead for Carroll to 36-21. Well, we got to give them heavyweight.
Because we'll forfeit the heavyweight.
To Justin Rupp now, who's a pretty doggone tough heavyweight.
Yep.
So it's 36-27 now going into the last three weights.
And we have a fall on mat 1 in a minute 21. Pumastor over Nielsen with forfeits and then some double forfeits in there. The team score is 18 Audubon, 12 Coon Rapids.
So we should be seeing now Braden Burns from ESAC, freshman, had a 50-50 record coming in, and
Schweitzer.
Draylen Schweitzer.
It is.
I forgot already. Did Schweitzer get a fall in that previous match?
I wasn't watching.
Well, with two things going on and you trying to keep track of the other mat, it's a little tough. But yeah, Draylen, Draylen won.
He's had some. He's been coming on lately.
Draylen went all last year not even having a practice partner because he was so tiny compared to everybody else. Now he's got 2 or 3 guys in the room to wrestle with at least, and you can see the improvement that he's made just by being able to go with somebody his own size in the room.
And we just had a 13-second fall on mat 1, McAllister, Coon Rapids over Fran of Audubon, bringing the team score to 18-18.
Snap down there by Burns. Schweitzer right back to his feet.
Yeah, Burns is trying to throw him. You don't see that too often in the 106.
Now Schweitzer needs to get his leg attack going. If Burns wants, there he's in on a, he's going to try to cut the corner, go in on the double. Oh, and oh, Braden Burns likes he wants to do a headlock, doesn't he? Craig just said he wants to throw, and he's going to throw that headlock out of Schweitzer's shot. So there's a shot by Burns. Whizzer by Schweitzer. Schweitzer trying to push on the head and get a sprawl in, but Burns gets the takedown.
And that's the match.
At 24-24.
Pretty sure.
All right, we do have, just to cut in, we have a 24-24 team score over here, and the pins and everything else, but there's Schweitzer out for one. It could easily end on which team forfeited the most matches. That got added a year or so ago, and so we're going to have to see, because whoever forfeited the most matches could lose this one. Because if there were the same number of pins and same number of everything else, and then obviously there were the same number of 6-point matches. Either that or they're waiting 45 minutes. That was the whole match?
That was it.
All right, well, and during that, when I was talking about the wrong thing, Burns got an escape from Schweitzer. Feel free to cut in. Schweitzer working the head pretty tough. You got to keep that sprawl. Got to keep that sprawl and that whizzer. Burns is going to come out of this throwing. You got to watch it.
So if Audubon won 4 forfeits and Coon Rapids took 4 forfeits,
then it goes to the next criteria.
Coon Rapids would be the winner then. They've won both of the matches, wrestled at 195 and 220, both by falls.
The other team at 24 also.
There was a bunch of double forfeits.
Looks like almost got a cradle going by
Unless I can't count.
by Burns, but can't quite get it. Schweitzer's back up. Draylen's keeping his wrists away.
Ottoman got the forfeit. Ottoman got the forfeit.
Schweitzer on the bottom trying to get up to his base. Referees are double checking the criteria in the rule book to see who won the tiebreaker and which tiebreaker it is. There's like A through M or something with criteria. Schweitzer on the bottom, still fighting to get to his base, but
warning on Schweitzer for stalling.
yeah. Burns has a pretty tough ride on him, and Draylen got warned for stalling, couldn't get back to his base.
Okay, because see, look. Says Ottoman got a forfeit. Coon got a forfeit.
Somebody take 4 forfeits and 2 forfeits. Doubles don't count.
So Burns gave him an intentional escape.
Oh, you're right.
Gives
I
one to
was counting
Schweitzer.
wrong.
So we'll start from their feet.
So who forfeited the most matches?
And Schweitzer trailing by 3 in the third here.
Coon Rapids did.
So that means Ottoman won.
Because Coon Rapids had less guys.
Yeah.
Schweitzer trying to whizzer out of this, but it looks Burns with the. He might fight his way out of bounds. No, and Burns for 2.
Yeah, it says winner Audubon down here.
Nice job by Burns keeping him in bounds, pulling him back in. Again with the intentional release. Give Schweitzer another point. It's 7-3.
4 versus 2 winner Audubon.
We're right at 1 minute here remaining in the final period. Schweitzer with a nice little duck down on the leg, gets 2. And now he intentionally releases him. Brings it 8-5.
And Audubon won all forfeits?
Yeah.
But we're going to be running out of time here to be. Not sure if there's time for 2 more. Two more takedowns with the release. And Burns with adding 2 more. I'm guessing he'll try to ride this out with 25 seconds left.
On the other mat, and the officials are still down there looking, but we seem to think that since Ottoman won 4 matches by forfeit and Coon Rapids only won 2 matches by forfeit, that Audubon's going to win the duel without winning a match. And that just seems funny, but they added that forfeit thing in there. And I think it's, go ahead with results over
Nope,
there.
Burns there defeats Schweitzer 10-6 at 106. Brings the team score within 6.
That does seem weird.
Almost, yeah, they do have. I didn't think we should have matches in these final 2.
Yeah, so we got
Cole Miller
Cole
here is
Miller.
at 113. Yep.
And Garrett Ortner. Yeah, somehow it just doesn't seem right that you can win a duel without winning a match, but they added that forfeit thing in there.
Nice
Oh,
little
Miller
double.
right in there.
Yep. We got it ducked under there, and
Go Cole!
Cole's giving up some height here, but got the first takedown in, and now the escape, so 2-1. Nice job cutting the corner out of Miller.
Yep, got in there and just kept driving. Getting a little high there. Scrambled out of it and put a half on.
He still has a half, but he's not going to be able to fold him over the.
Should we yell like the guy at the Tiger Net?
So Miller with 4-1. That didn't catch with the USAC.
Keer Ortner.
Sophomore.
Yeah,
So
sophomore.
Cole has a tight waist in there.
Yeah, staying back on the hips till he gets something good.
Audubon was declared the winner.
So it was 25-24 for Audubon.
Was it Audubon did not win a match? Was that,
There were 2 matches, and Coon Rapids won both of them.
Interesting.
See,
6 forfeits and 2 matches.
I didn't like that forfeit thing that they added it in there. That criteria F, I think, is what it is. There's a sprawl by.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Good job.
There's a sprawl by Miller.
See if Cole can get around it quick for this one.
Get this takedown with not much time left.
Oh, close.
He didn't get it.
The F probably stands for forfeit.
USAC went neutral. It's kind of interesting.
Well, Miller right after a little half shot there by
Miller's going to run him.
Ortner.
Looks like he's trying to run him over, but he's kind of got a correct.
Now Miller's just.
I'm not sure what he's.
Well, he needs to
I
get
mean, he
back
can't
behind
create-
the leg is where
yeah.
he needs to go. Well, there he is. But he was trying to bulldoze him over.
Right, yeah.
He got a little bit
Now
of
he still has
strength
the
advantage.
Yep. Yeah, Cole
Oh,
is a
there's the
physical
half.
kid. Cole is definitely a physical, probably one of the more physical 113 pounders you'll see.
Yeah. He had him over for the three-point near fall, but Ortner was working the arm through as the three-point near fall was going on, so now he's going to try to stack him out of this. Just going to run him over the shoulders.
Nice job of Kuemper with the fall.
254.
Okay, 254. And
just like that, locks up the duel
Nice
for the Tigers.
yeah, that does take care of the dual meet for the Tigers.
That was a big win for the freshman.
Now we're at 120. Another freshman
Chase
for the
Burnett.
Tigers.
Yep, back in the lineup.
Charlie.
And Charlie Vett for another freshman for ESAC.
Again, the two freshmen here going.
Vett's had a few more matches, but there's a takedown by Vett from ESAC. Burnett kind of making his varsity debut here tonight. Vett cutting him away, so it's 2-1. Burnett in on the leg, but Vett over the top already. Gonna hook the leg
there's two more
for his takedown.
Beat.
We have a 4-1 score here. We're a little cramped here, losing our equipment. Takedown by Vett to make score 6-1. Escaping another takedown.
Come on, Chase.
This looks like Burnett will be trailing 8-2 heading in the second period.
Now you see ESAC really likes that tight waist and then shift off to a spiral, and they like to control that near arm, chop that near arm in. A lot of pressure on the hips, a lot of twisting. Burnett starting on top. Vett to his feet. Burnett looks like he wants out. Vett into the leg now, going to trip and get the reversal.
Oh. Looks like they're going to roll over to the other mat.
For some JV matches, looks like.
There's going to be a JV match on the other mat. Let's see if we can figure out who this is. Burnett on his back, Vett putting a ton of pressure on there, and he got it. So there's the fall. Good tight match. 42-36. Favor of
Maybe
the Tigers.
maybe they'll stay on the one mat since they got done. This is Justin Reesberg, I know, for the Tigers. I'm not sure who the ESAC wrestler is.
Somebody around 160 according to this, so we'll see what we can figure out.
Yep, they're gonna stay on that mat and help our camera guys out so we don't have to split screen.
What's going on?
This is JV match.
This is a JV match.
Yeah, Justin Reesberg for Carroll, and I'm not sure who would match up. Reesberg is about 160, so I'm guessing this would be
Caden Erpelding.
Erpelding would be my guess.
That'd almost have to be.
Yeah.
Although it could be Carter Shed.
They put 125 up there because it's JV.
He looks.
Is that their little?
Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Well, if you're watching from the Carroll standpoint, we do have him figured out.
Yeah.
Justin Reesberg.
We know that's Justin Reesberg.
Freshman. And because we
He's
can't
a
get this to
160
come
pounder
up
for
on
Carroll.
track, it does not want to come up with the JV.
We're going to guess it's Erpelding.
And it's either Caden Erpelding or Carter Shed. Now, we've seen Carter Shed wrestle a JV match earlier. Oh, it's Caden. Okay, good. So it's Caden
Right.
Erpelding.
Reesberg with the first takedown of the match.
160.
Both freshmen, right? Yeah.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, it's tough. Coach Rowetter knows all these guys. And
I know like two.
through football and
Football and
middle
junior high track.
school track. Oh, we've got Reesberg's got him on his back. He's got Erpelding on his back. This is going to go. And there's a pin. 57 seconds for Justin Reesberg.
Nice job by Justin there.
So this evening's going a little faster than we anticipated. If it was going like the Tiger Knight did back before break, it was going to be a 5.5 hour deal. This is going to be a little quicker.
Oh, the duel was over?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't care.
All right, so now we're awaiting the last dual meet of the evening, which will be the Carroll Tigers and Kuemper Knights. And we should see most of the weights filled here.
Our final match, or final duel of the evening. Kuemper will be the visiting team in red, Carroll will be home, and green on the south mat.
And we should be starting at
Yes, well, 132 is on the board, but I thought it would be
132 because it is the fifth.
Okay.
It's the fifth set of duels.
So we're done on mat 1?
Yep.
A couple other score updates. I did catch the Carroll High varsity girls defeated Boone tonight 50-48 for a Raccoon River Conference win. And then the boys are currently leading Boone 20-7 in the first. If you want to, after you get done watching the wrestling here, you might be able to catch the end of that game on Boone is actually doing a stream on their YouTube channel as well to bring you basketball. But again, Tiger girls won 50-48 in a close one, and boys right now are leading 20-7 in the first quarter.
All right, we're rolling out here right away at 132. So for Carroll,
Cooper Ludwig
just took a forfeit.
So now 138, we got Carter Drake. I'm not sure who.
I'll let you know as soon as I know.
All right, thanks, Brenda.
Anytime.
Well,
I should know by now.
I'm gonna guess it's a base kid. I think it has to be John Base.
Yeah, he's
It is.
okay, because he's the only one close.
138 pounds for Carroll, Carter Drake.
Nice trip, by
Yeah, Drake right in with a knee pick.
John Bates.
Let's go, Carter.
Again, Carroll leading 6-0 right off the bat from in the team score due to Cooper Ludwig receiving a forfeit at 132.
John Bass, freshman for the Knights. Carter Drake, a junior for the Tigers. Drake's got the leg in, tipping him to his hip. They want to run him forward and onto his chest so he can work some. Drake's going to probably just let him go. So they let him go for a point.
Carter really get aggressive on that ankle pick, trying to.
Now he's going to do a straight ankle pick. Didn't quite get to it. Got to bring the head down a little bit more with that.
Yeah, Carter heavy on the head there. And
yeah, in on the leg. He's going to get this. Takes it easy. Carter going to.
Looks like the hat when that kid's when his elbow is straight up. The half was there, but
yeah,
Carter
the far side half was there.
Yeah. And there's the knee pick.
Another knee pick, yeah. That pick's there. Carter's so heavy on the head that he sways the head over there, and the leg pops right up in front of him. Now we got a cradle going. Carter's got to edge out and get the shoulders down.
Doesn't look like there's.
We can't be too much up. Carter going to elevate the leg to get that near shoulder up. Or down, I mean. Time's running out. They're going to stack him now into it. And that should do it.
Yeah. 154. Carter Drake, win by fall.
Oh, minute 54 for Carter Drake. We're going into one.
Should be 145. Yeah, with Carroll leading 12-0 in the team score.
So this should be Shea Parkus.
And Jairo Gallegos.
And Jairo. Looks like it. Yeah, they just yelled go Shea. Yeah.
So we got Shea Parkus, undefeated on the season, ranked 4th in Class 2A by the Predicament against Jairo Gallegos, having a great year for the Tigers. Parkus in deep though on the double, and he gets the takedown. Parkus is only a junior. Kuemper's got an extremely young team.
Gallegos just a sophomore for the Tigers.
Gallegos to his feet. Parkus staying deep on the hip with the tight waist and taking Gallegos back to the mat. Gallegos into a sit out, up to a stand up, set it up.
Good movement out of Gallegos.
Yeah,
bottom,
he wanted to hit a switch there, but Parkus stepped over the leg to counter it. Gallegos got a little bit spread out there instead of staying tight on that switch. There's the switch there, right there with it. Gallegos going to score 2 here. There's a reversal. You see the difference. 1, they were on the mat, and 2, Gallegos stayed a little tighter so he could get a turn in on that switch. Gallegos riding that arm tough. He's got a deep hammer on it. It's a deep hammer lock. You gotta chop that arm down, drop him back.
Yeah, it's him. I'm not quite sure how he lost that hammer lock.
Gallegos with a nice ride on the hips, putting a ton of pressure on.
Working for that wrist, but
got a crossface on there. You got to lift the leg. He's got to elevate the leg and pull the far arm.
Close, but no backs there.
Guessing we're going to go neutral. Oh, he's taken down. Okay. Gallegos with a really solid ride. You got to stop the first move. Parkus to his feet, tried a Granby. Gallegos stayed tight in the legs and countered it. If you can stay in the legs, you stop the Granby every time.
Keeping a lot of pressure and weight up on the shoulders.
Yeah, he's really tying up that arm, going for a 2-on-1. Parkus trying to break it with grabbing Galagos' right hand to pull it off, which he does. Galagos back to the crossface. He wants to elevate that leg again. Parkus back to his base. I don't
Not sure. It looked
don't
like
know.
Galagos put the leg.
I thought he was putting a leg in too, but boy, I don't know. He's doing a good job riding, not throwing the leg in. He's driving it forward. He's going to try to sweep that leg out. If you can see Galagos' left foot, he's putting a ton of torque on Parkus' left leg. Parkus going to the tripod. Galagos staying in deep.
Unfortunately, there's no riding time in high school because Galagos doing a nice job.
He's had a ton. Get off your hip. Oh, I'm not coaching from up here. Galagos has he's got a vine in. If he can get a half up there, he's going to turn him. He's got to be real careful if Parkus gets back to his base. If Parkus gets back to his base, he's got to be careful with that end. He's got the thigh really heavy duty. Stalemate. Nobody was going anywhere. Now that definitely works to Shea Parkus's advantage.
Yeah, I'm not quite.
Yeah, nobody was going anywhere, but we haven't seen very many stalemates. Galagos staying back, hooking the leg up. He's got to keep sweeping the leg. He's got to chop that arm. He's got to chop that arm. Pick up the leg, dump him back. You don't want to get warned for stalling here. And Parkus gets one with 4 seconds left. They said that stalemate definitely worked against Jairo Galagos. Parkus taking advantage. Galagos going down for the third period to score 3-2.
A little scoreboard.
I don't know what they're flashing blood up there, but.
Well, I know, there we go.
I think somebody just.
The time accidentally started, I think.
Okay. Got a single vine or the legs. Galagos dumping Parkus to his hip. He's going to come out the back door. Came out the back door for a 2-point reversal. That's 2 reversals for Jairo Galagos. He's got to put the heavy-duty ride on without getting called for stalling. He's got the crossface on. He's going to score back points here. That's a high bridge.
That was a quick.
That's 2 for sure.
Here's some more coming.
He's going to pick up
more
3
coming
more.
now.
He can stay like this for the whole match now if he wants to. Don't adjust too much. Now he wants to pull that toe up. There's a lot of pressure on that leg. But if he just stays with this, he's already picked up the 3.
He might even
and it's a pin. Jairo Galagos with a huge pin. Huge pin. 4 minutes and what? 4:56 over Shea Parkus, handing Parkus his first loss of the season. Again, well, it looks like Parkus might have a little neck or breathing problem, but that was a heck of a pin by Galagos.
Yeah, I just heard the official deducted a team point.
For?
The Kuemper coach must have said something he probably shouldn't have.
Well,
I didn't catch what it was.
We got a scoreboard outage.
And I think they get to keep a seat now for the rest of the.
Well, I think Kuemper might have been saying that Galagos was over his neck when he was turning him, but I sure couldn't see anything here that indicated that he was anywhere into the choking, because he had the arm with it.
Yeah, yep.
So
he definitely had the arm.
Yeah, he wasn't just grabbing the neck. He had the arm across his face. But so that was a team point deduction. He just sat on the Kuemper bench. It's rare that you see a pin with two top quality guys, but boy, Galgos he caught that and went after it.
And like I said, a couple of reversals, from that bottom position, gyro was money.
So now we got Abe Dirks, right?
Yep, should be Abe Dirks for the Tigers, and I'm guessing maybe a Stout.
Well, we got
Brenda, help us out. I think it's Stout, but I'm not sure.
Now we're trying to see if it's Hayden Stout.
I know it's Dirks.
Dirks forgot to tell him who he was.
Well, you're supposed to report in regardless of whether they know you or not. Okay, so we have Hayden Stout, Jr. from Kuemper, and Abe Dirks, undefeated on the season. Senior, two-time state qualifier. Abe probably going to look for, well, that's just a snap down.
Yeah,
and
Abe,
he's got it tied up already. Going to get the arms crossed and it's over.
Abe doesn't like messing around.
Huh? 20 what?
26.
26. Wasn't his other one
Dirks.
17?
Yes.
So Dirks has been out there for 17 and 26 seconds. Because he's only had 2 matches, right?
Yeah, he
By the way, I was running in the hallway.
Yeah. 17 and 26.
That makes the team duel score 24-0 Tigers.
Well, actually 24 to -1, we think. If
Can
they
it
did,
be negative?
deduct a team
They
point.
did, but
so
I don't think they have.
yeah, it usually shows up
I don't
at the
think
end.
the scoreboards work negative points.
No, but it usually shows up at the end on.
So
we'll check that out.
So we got Byron, right?
And
Yes,
Nolan Simmons.
yeah, 160.
And Nolan Simmons.
Or is it Simmons? Because there's only one M. Simmons or Simons?
Oh, sorry.
It's probably Simons.
That's probably right.
It's who?
Simons.
Nolan Simons.
Simons.
So Nolan Simons from Kuemper just got the takedown on Nate Byrink.
Yeah, he must be up a weight, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because I think he weighed in at one. I think Simons weighed in at 152 today, but he's a sophomore against Nate Byrink. So it's 2-0 for Simons. Nate Byrink still down.
Yeah, 2 sophomores here.
Byrink's one of those guys that sometimes will give up more points than he should, and every now and then catches the guy in something and gets a pin or gets a bunch of points, and it's one of those things. Simon's staying behind the armpits, pretty obviously. That's where you want to stay. Nate again having trouble like his last match, getting his hips out and loosened up a little bit. Oh, there's a full Nelson.
There's been a few full Nelsons.
Yeah, that's at least 3, maybe 4.
Full Nelsons?
Full Nelsons.
Yeah.
Half Nelson.
So it's 2-1.
All the Nelsons.
The Nelson brothers.
Oh, there's a good set out into that tripod stand up. That's what they've been hollering at him to do for 2 matches. He's got to fight the hands. Going to the mat, and he's got to pop right back up. He
15 seconds to do something.
Hair late move and left his arm in for Simons to pick it up.
So luckily he got the full Nelson, otherwise he'd be shut out here in the first period.
Simons tying up the wrist. He's got the near wrist.
So red took neutral.
We're 6 and 5, so we'll be 10 and 5. And when do we wrestle next?
I don't know.
Which is not sure what. Just kind of got to tie up. Now Byron got the inside position, will snap down.
Snap down, has the chin
There you go,
controlled.
Got the hips behind for a takedown.
All right, now Nate needs to ride here like a ton of bricks. Stay behind the armpit, stay behind the hips.
Do you want the next time they're home or just the next?
Good job by Nate, staying heavy up top.
Anybody with him?
Multiple schools.
Click multiple schools. Byron with a good tight waist on, trying
Yeah,
to
it looked
jam
like
him.
I heard Coach Snaggle say rolling over his head, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, don't get too high.
Yeah.
Winner set and
Winner set here.
Carlisle is on
Yeah.
the next home on the 21st.
You have something Saturday? Oh.
Yeah, they go to Ames.
Yeah, it did have a stall warning on red. Now we're getting some, looks like Byron's getting some backs.
Yeah,
He's down to
Kuemper.
2. Got 20 seconds to try to get, there we go.
Yeah. Nate's got this tight. Got the tight, he's deep around the waist and gets the fall.
Got the fall.
327 or 347.
337,
All right, Tigers in a commanding lead here.
Yep, bumps up to 30-0.
30-0
Well, 30
going
to
into
-1.
170.
Brenda figure out, can they have, is it technically 30 to -1?
It doesn't say
Yeah,
yet.
it won't. Yeah, it doesn't come up on track till the end of the match. So, what do you got at
Camden
170?
Robinson
Camden Robinson.
for the Tigers. I'm not sure.
I should know these kids by now.
Looks like it should be Lucci or Rowe.
Mason Rowe, Rice
That's
Whiskers.
Jagger Lucci.
Lucci.
Okay. Yeah, he did weigh in. He wrestled up.
Jagger Lucci's been wrestling.
Yeah, he's been at 170 the whole
Okay.
night, I think. Okay, Jagger Lucci Jr., Camden Robinson Senior. Robinson riding tough now after the takedown. Coaches want Robinson to drive Lucci over those wrists so he can bring him up behind him. Robinson going for the hammer lock.
He wasn't making a secret about it.
No.
Yeah, that he would have to hop sides, but that elbow's up to get the half.
Now he's got that hammer lock up. We're going to see if he's just going to, we want him to scoop the head and jam it through. So he's going to push the arm out. This is going to end here if he brings the elbow up at all, which he did. Nice way to finish for Camden Robinson.
116.
116. 36 for the Tigers. Carroll 4'1", 182.
So here we'll see if it's 6 or 5.
Yeah, when it comes up here. Because this is a forfeit.
They did put 5.
Okay. That's, I'm guessing Healy is the only one I see listed at 82.
So that was Will Healy.
Yeah, I think it had to been.
So we think that was Will Healy taking the forfeit at one. Now we got.
Yes, it was Will
Okay,
Healy.
Will Healy took the forfeit.
95
for Kuemper.
would be Cage Shable for the Tigers, and there's 2 listed, so I'm not sure who this is either.
Well,
Connor
probably got to
Hayes.
be Connor Hayes because Healy just took the forfeit down there.
It is.
Yeah. So.
Well,
it's-
there's that Steger too, though, or something.
Oh yeah, because he's down there at the bottom, and he was in there for a JV match with somebody, so he did.
But this
weigh
is
in.
Hayes?
But this is Hayes, sophomore. Cade Shable, a senior. He's just a third-year wrestler, isn't he?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Got a late start compared to some people, but he's been in the lineup for the Tigers, I think part of his sophomore year and
Yeah, I think
all
he
year
got
the last 2 years.
Thrown in the fire a little. Trial
Yeah,
by
he
fire
got thrown
there,
into the
but
fire as a sophomore.
especially when you're wrestling at these weights.
Yeah, he was a little smaller, but
Yeah, yeah, he did bulk up this last fall. Played middle linebacker for the football team, and
oh, deep leg shot. Now he's going to go right to the wrist. Driving hard on the hips. Need to stay deep.
break,
Yes. Cut him loose. 2-1. Drag by, right to the leg by Shable.
It's a nice job by Cade.
Showed a little quickness there, didn't he?
Yeah. Cade's only been at it for a couple of years, but he's shown he's learned some things.
He's got to you got to decide if he wants to pressure the hips or pressure the shoulders. They want him to get to the side and run it, you can tell. He's got to drop back on the hips. Yes, there he goes.
Now, if he can throw that half and jumps, but there's only 14 seconds here. Probably just keep him down and get to the second.
Yeah, again, they're encouraging Cade to, which the coaches have been hollering out, drive him over those hands, and then you can cast off to one side or the other. Neutral. All right. So.
And this did red decide neutral?
Yeah, I think Hayes took neutral. I think, well, regardless, I think Hayes might have maybe he's got a throw that we haven't seen him try yet. Shable wanting to drag that arm across. You can see that.
You can see he definitely has that's the strategy.
Yeah, he wants to drag that right arm and attack the leg. Well, there he dragged the left arm and attacked the leg, which was just as effective. I should go straight to the back here.
He'll have to
Shable across.
Yeah.
Didn't
quite have it. Yeah, it wasn't there, but.
Well, for Hayes' credit, Hayes did have his hand tied up.
Yeah.
So it was tough for Shable to get that half up there. Hayes tied his hand right away. Score here is 9-1. Team score 36-5.
Got a minute remaining in the second.
Shable he looks like he wants to cradle. Coaches say go for it, but it's not there.
I agree with you.
It's not there. Now he's on the wrong side of the head. He's going to lose. Oh, attack the leg right away. Now it's right straight to the back.
There's a half. That's.
You got to get out to the side. Tie up both arms.
There we go.
I think this one's going to end here. He's got it pretty tight. He's trapped the arm.
Scooping the head. If he scoops that head, it should be.
He's got to bring that elbow up. There it is. I guess he didn't have to bring the elbow up, but got it anyway. 3:38.
Yeah.
So win by fall. Cade Shable.
Cade Shable with a pin.
Bumps the score to 42-5.
And now we're running up to
220.
220.
Bordenaro and Waniger.
Tyson Bordenaro for the Tigers.
Cal Waniger.
Cal Waniger. Waniger did lose a match tonight, didn't he, at heavyweight?
Yeah.
They bumped him to heavyweight. Russell.
Double locked hands, and then.
He lost it in overtime.
And then it was
a penalty
throw or a choke.
The full Nelson.
Put a full Nelson on
it. That's right.
That was
in the overtime. one of the Nelsons.
Yeah, that was a real interesting match. Weiniger against a guy
3
who
seconds left in that match.
Outweighed him by 60 pounds. Yeah, we've seen a couple of, it was 3 seconds left and there was a locked hands to tie it. Weiniger again, one of the better wrestlers in the area.
Yeah, Boris Tyson should probably bail. There we go.
Yeah, Weiniger coming in was ranked 10th by the predicament at 220. He was 12-1 coming in. I think maybe he might be a little low in the rankings, I think, but because he was state qualifier last year too, I think.
Yeah, yes, I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, so, but you just never know when you rank 10th. I mean, we don't see a lot of away wrestling anymore, and we don't see a lot of the 2As because you just can't go anywhere.
Yeah, especially
so
now.
2A could be just loaded to the gills around, you know. So we have no idea anymore. Because normally we'd be at a tournament every Saturday and watching more than we get to. Meininger trying to get a tilt here.
Looks like
Forearm.
he's getting something. Well,
Yeah,
at least a 2
he
count.
got 2. Didn't get the leg elevated as much as he wanted to. He's actually on the wrong leg.
I was gonna say he might end up in the.
Yeah, that's a high bridge. He's going to pick up 3 there.
Come on, Tyson.
All right, so we're going to have to see if Bordenero can stop Weininger's speed from underneath.
Yeah, he was out quick against the heavyweight.
Yeah, it was. I think his was 3 and the other kid's was 5.
Yeah, 'cause it made it 2.
Yeah. Well, Bordenero's going to ride him longer than, well, rode him for a little while.
About the same. A little longer. So we got increases the lead 6-0.
Now he's in on a double. He's going to pull those legs in. He's going to get this by cutting the side, cutting it.
And also, like when Tyson was in the air, like he was going to headlock, but not sure what he was going to do there.
No, I think he was grabbing whatever he
Whatever
could grab
he could.
to maybe just mess Weininger up there with that one, because that was a good deep double. Here comes a chicken wing. Iowa State calls that a bar arm, and I don't know. I've never called that a bar arm before.
Okay. I've known it as a chicken wing listening to you, so.
There he stepped over. I don't know if he's going to try to figure 4 the head or not, but he's going to try to get all the way over. He's a little high. Weininger's a little high. He wants to drop his hips and get back toward Bordenero's head.
But I know Coach Nago's yelling to sit, but I don't know how he.
Yeah, he's getting the back points now.
Physically, I don't think you could sit out of that.
Yeah, Weininger just got way too high with that one, but he did pick up the 2-point near fall. Here comes a half. Oh, and he's going to run this, pick up some points here. Can't quite get Bordenero stacked. I think that's what he wants to do. He wants to run his body up a little bit. And Bordenero's going to roll through it. Give up the 3-point near fall.
I didn't catch what happened there.
Oh yeah, he's using it. He's using his inhaler.
Oh. Is that something?
I can't remember how long ago it was, but not that long ago that they actually made that legal to do in wrestling, and it was one of the smart safety measures that they've ever done. I mean, they've tried to make wrestling a lot safer, and they've tried to do a lot of stuff with the weights and everything else, but boy, it used to be you couldn't use an inhaler, and anybody that had a problem like that, he'd get winded and have to stop the matches. All right, we're on our feet. A takedown from Weininger would be a tech fall.
So he's going to try to take him straight to his back.
Yeah, he's going to, but it didn't go, so there's the tech fall for Cal Weininger. I'm pretty sure that Kuemper's going to take the forfeit here with Carter Pudens at heavyweight.
Yeah, Carroll's
So-
open at heavyweight.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Carroll losing
Benami.
Benami
Yeah.
right at the beginning of the season. Benami, you can't say for sure, but a good possibility. He won 30 matches last year and barely missed making the state tournament. So, but anyway, that happens. So we got
It's like Drellin Schweitzer for
Drellin
the
Schweitzer.
Tigers. I'm not sure who.
and this should be Riley Parkus,
Both
sophomores.
Yeah.
Parkus, one of the top 106 pounders in our area. Came into tonight undefeated, but not ranked. And I think, like I've said before on 3 or 4 other guys, I think you'll see him in the rankings next time they come out. Parkus in on the leg. Schweitzer trying to sprawl out of it. Parkus out the side for a takedown. Get the leg in or vine in there. It's hard to tell on that far side. Working the wrist pretty tough. Gonna try to drive Schweitzer over that arm. Coming up with a wing here. Crossface. Schweitzer fending everything off.
Yeah.
Parkus riding really tough on that left arm of Schweitzer's. I don't think he's let it go the whole time.
Yeah.
He wants to chop
like
that
he was
other
gonna
arm
throw
in so
the-
he can. Huh?
Yeah, it looks at first it looked like he was going to try half from the other way, but now he's running around the top.
Yeah, he's going to run around. I don't think this is going to go to a fall, but the 3-point near falls there. Schweitzer fighting it. Time running out. He picks up the 3-point near fall. Five-0.
Yes, 5-0 going in the second. Red chooses down.
So Riley Parkus will be down. Quick into a stand-up and out. Snap down, another snap, another snap. Now leg shot, immediately cutting to the side. You get your head caught underneath, you either have to get your hips underneath and dump them, or you got to get it to the side and cut the side, which he finished with here. Parkus there with a partial vine, trying to, I think he wanted to bring Schweitzer toward him to his hip on that one. Now there's a roll through with a tilt on the 2-on-1. Pick up a couple
And
near
still has
fall
that
points.
left arm like the first.
Yeah, he's been on that really
whole
tough.
match, yeah.
And I mean really tough. You got Schweitzer's got his arm free, he just doesn't want to set that hand in there. There's the crossface to the same left arm.
Got a stall warning on Schweitzer.
Got a lot of interesting coaching going on. There's the roll through with the 2-on-1 tilt again. 2 or 3, 3.
Is it 13?
Yeah.
13-0 heading us third.
All right, a takedown here would be a tech fall for Riley Parkus. Graylin fighting it with a whizzer, but Parker's going to get his arm free and end it with a tech fall. Well, we got a few matches left. 120 and 120, or 113, 120, and 126. We'll see what Kuemper's going to do.
It's like 113 Cole Miller for the Tigers.
And Grace Hoffman.
Yep, Grace Hoffman.
There are a lot of teams in our area that have 2, 3, maybe 4 girls on the team. I don't know how long it'll be before Iowa sanctions girls teams, although there are girls tournaments, and most of the tournaments have girls divisions now if the girls want to wrestle with the girls.
Let's go, Cole!
Inside trip there with Cole. For the first takedown of the match.
Cole with the takedown. Cole's got a considerable size advantage here.
Yeah, and again, Cole, like I said earlier, last duel, Cole is one of the more physical 113-pounders. We'll see.
Now he's trying to run that, and they're off the mat. He's trying to run that chicken wing all the way around. Hoffman still down. Miller going to tie that wrist, far wrist. I can't tell what he's trying to do on the other side. Hoffman getting
he has a half.
Yeah, now he's got a deep half. And if he can sink, switched off, good idea. Sweeping the head. I've seen a lot of fight out of Grace Hoffman here. There's just a weight and a power advantage there.
Yep.
124.
Cole Miller, the win by fall. Brings up 100.
So this should be Jake Hausman from
120.
Kuemper. And we're at Chase Burnett, right?
Yes, that's, yep.
And Jake Hausman is right for Kuemper.
Yeah, it's not too. We can kind of figure out Kuemper because they moved Hoffman in at 113 and they're short.
Hausman up
low
at
weights.
120.
So Hausman's up. So there's Hausman almost with the takedown, but Burnett scrambling. There's a takedown for Hausman.
That was interesting. It looked like Burnett, all he had to do was throw that and kind of just gave up and based up.
Yeah, he was in the throw and lost it about halfway through. See what else he's going to try here. Burnett, a freshman. Hausman in, Burnett sprawling.
So I think this will probably be the final match of the duel because I don't think they have 126.
That was a takedown? Totally.
So Burnett with the takedown.
It's like I'm not watching.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be the final match.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I don't think Kuemper has anybody at 126, like Craig just said.
And I'm guessing we'll have Schleisman walk out for that one, but Burnett here is up 3-2. About 40 seconds left here.
Burnett with a tough ride, got a deep wing on.
Yeah,
he's got the wrist tied, but you know when they're losing that, bottom guy is doing a doing the right thing, trying to get his hips up and keeping his base wide.
Yep.
But what the top guy isn't doing is running him forward as he's trying to
As
take
he's
him
going
over.
around the head.
Yeah, as you're going around the head, you have to take him forward, because if you don't, then those hips pop up, and then as soon as the hips pop up, the chest can come up a little bit. But now he's running
Just
him a little
like-
more
there
forward.
it is.
He's just not quite getting it run.
Got a
Yeah, we
potentially
got a-
dangerous.
Yeah, potentially dangerous. Nothing hurt there.
11 seconds here left. Still with a 1-point advantage for Burnett. Caution on green, I'm not quite sure. Something where his
knee
leg
was in
was.
the wrong spot.
Now we're going to the wing. Let's see if he goes up to try to get that right wrist,
The chicken one?
because that's what's preventing him getting turned over. See, Hausman's keeping that right arm up and out, and it's really difficult to turn him with all that base underneath you.
He's running that kind of like the last, 2 matches ago when we were getting our left arm ridden pretty hit. Burnett
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of in on that left arm here.
Blood.
Well, just in case we get cut off at the end and don't have time to do much of a recap, Tigers are going to win this duel to go 4-0 today and run their duel record to 10-5. Yeah, they're going to stop injury time, but we'll quick do the next little thing. Thursday, Tigers are at Ballard of Huxley with Raccoon River Conference foes Ballard and North Polk. And Saturday, they go to the Ames tournament, which has been changed from an gigantic individual tournament. Oop, takedown for Hausman, right? Reversal for Burnett. Whoa, I glanced down
down
and
for the name too.
almost missed the takedown.
You just start watching and forget you're supposed to talk.
Yeah.
But at any rate, Tigers will be at Ames, and that's been changed from a gigantic individual tournament to groupings. Might have been another full Nelson. Seen more of those today than you usually see in an evening. But they're at Ames, and it's a dual tournament. And I think we got a couple of the Des Moines schools in our bracket. It's going to be interesting. Unfortunately, we won't be able to attend it. Hausman trying to get out. Burnett going back to you got tight waist. You're going to try the leg breakdown. He can't sit on that leg forever either. Now he's got it. Does he have a half over there?
It looks like it.
He has a half, and he tried a dump, but Hausman stepped over it. Hausman stepped over that half and put Burnett on his back. This looks bad here for Chase Burnett. Hausman's getting all adjusted. 7-5 the score with the reversal. And that's a pin by Jake Hausman for Kuemper on a really, really fine counter in 3:39. Countered that half, stepped over the hips. You don't see that work very often, but by golly, it did there. And now we're going to at least pronounce his name correctly.
Tate Schleisman.
Tate Schleisman.
Will receive a forfeit.
Will receive a forfeit
So 6
for the
more
Tigers.
for the Tigers.
And that makes the final team
That'll-
score.
54-27, I believe is correct.
Yep, 54-27. And I
Looks
think
like we may do a couple JV
we're
matches.
throwing a couple JV matches in here. We'll try to figure out who those guys are.
Justin Reesberg again. Justin
Hey, you can just run it from the other camera.
Reesberg. No, they're going to.
Oh, and we got 2 of them
All
going.
right, so we got Wyatt Snyder on mat 1. And we got Justin Reesberg over on mat 2. I have no idea who they're facing.
Wyatt Snyder and
Looks
Carter
like,
Whelan.
I believe that's a Whiskus over on Matt.
And Carter
2.
Whelan.
Yeah, Wyatt
And
Snyder.
they're right in front of us, right?
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Yeah, Matt
And the other
won.
one
Matt
is-
won is Wyatt Snyder.
The other one is Justin Reesberg.
Yep, and I think it's a Whiskus, if I remember right from the Cardinal wrestling days, but he's tall.
Oh yeah, he's on the right. He's on the
Bryce
right weight
Wiskus.
class. Yep. Good call.
I don't-
Reesberg with a takedown, but almost a takedown into a body press
Over
there.
here on Matt.
Double
Matt
bind.
won. I'll take Matt won.
Okay. So
Snyder.
Coach Roeder has Snyder and
Yep.
Whelan, and
Whelan was the other. Okay.
try to
Whelan
do
looking like he's
Reesberg
going to
and
dump
Wiskus.
Snyder. Snyder bails to base. Whelan to head 2-0. Looks like he's going to find the half here on the right side.
Reesberg
Little
being
power half
real aggressive.
here on Snyder. Now we're getting nice little roll through there by Wyatt. Silver see 2 backs, so it's 4-0 Whelan.
Reesberg, a
Get a
freshman.
little
Wiskus, also a freshman. There's a takedown by
almost
Wiskus.
looks like Whelan's trying to cradle here on Snyder, walking that head to the knee. Snyder out of that now.
Wiskus riding the tight waist, trying to
Now
tie
Whelan
up.
circling all the way around the head. He got the get more back points.
Reesberg
Right,
out with an
trying to
escape.
Getting a roll through there, but now the half is locked in pretty tight at that head. And looks got a 150 pin by Whelan over Snyder.
All right, another almost a takedown, but off the mat.
All right, we'll probably go full screen here to finish out the. I'm guessing this is the final. I think there's just 2 JV matches.
I don't see anybody else reporting. There's Wiskus in on the takedown
So
again.
now we're back to the
and
big
he gets it.
screen.
They score 4-1. 2 good takedowns by Wiskus. All right, so Justin Reesberg takes down, starts second period.
Wiskus looking to cradle, but
Yeah, I don't know why he was trying to do that, but
Reesberg
Oh,
trying to
Reesberg
throw,
with
but
a
almost
throw
did
to
throw
his
himself
own
to his
back.
back. He has a half in on the.
going to be, I think there's
Wiskus
3
has
already
a
up.
half.
Wiskus working that half pretty tough.
Yeah, that's in pretty tight.
He's
right
going to
there.
get it. It went way quicker than I'd anticipated. So, but it was a good evening and some
Yep,
great wrestling.
great night for the
Saw some
Tigers,
really good
4-0.
kids.
They're back here again on the 21st.
Yeah, and our next home match is Winterset and Carlisle here on January 21st. And that'll be a single mat probably and some JV matches. So for the Tiger Vision crew and Coach Roeder and Brenda, we're done for the evening. Thanks a lot for tuning in.